Okay, I am ready to begin. Welcome, everyone. It is time to start a new playthrough of a game that I have played before a good amount of times, but I have not played it in oh so very long. Well, not too long, like at least 6 years, I would say, give or take. Longer than that, but at the very least, it's been like 6 or so years. I'm playing Ratchet and Clank, but not just any Ratchet and Clank, the Ratchet and Clank movie tie-in game. So yeah, in case you didn't know, Ratchet and Clank had a movie. Is the movie good? No, it's not bad. It's not exactly good either. Seek it out if you want. I don't know. But yeah, they made a game to time with the movie. So the game, so this game is completely non-canon because the movie is completely non-canon, and it's just its own separate thing. So this game follows the events of the movie and even pulls in scenes from the movie. But it is still a game, and it is still a Ratchet and Clank game. And even though the plot of the game, because it is the plot from the movie, is not that good, the gameplay is still fun. It's still your traditional Ratchet and Clank rigmarole. So yeah, it's I haven't played this in a long time. I actually I was a really big defender of this game for a while, and I still think it's good. Like, usually when people bring up like this game's negative points, it's always on the story and stuff, and I think that's fair. But what about that gameplay though? No one ever talks about the gameplay. Like, the gameplay is solid. It's Ratchet and Clank gameplay, so it's fun. And it's a very visually pleasing game as well. Also, this will be my first time playing the game at 60 FPS because when the PS5 came out, similarly to what they're doing with the Switch 2 now, with Switch On games, a bunch of games got like performance upgrades for when being played on the PS5. And this is one of those games. It got an update that makes it run at 60 FPS. And I have not played the game with that patch enabled. It happened like again like really early on into the PS5's life, like maybe like a year, maybe even less than that. And I haven't played the game since before then. So I actually did boot up the game briefly when that patch happened just to see what it looked like, and I remember it feeling very uncanny just because I wasn't used to the game running at 60. But I'm used to seeing I'm used to 60 FPS a lot more now, so it probably won't feel too uncanny. Also, Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart ran at 60 FPS, and this game it looks very similar to that one. So yeah, I'll probably be a lot more natural now. And yeah, I'm just kind of looking forward to playing this game because I haven't played it in a very long time, and I'm curious to see how I feel about the game now. Because I imagine my opinion on this game has dwindled a little bit. I still think it's fun, but obviously like stuff like the plot and characters aren't really all that enjoyable. Which is fine, but I think that's fine because this game isn't canon. It's a movie tie-in game that was made in like a year. So when you consider it from that angle, I think it's rather it's a pretty solid game, I think. So I'm interested to play this again. I'm also playing on a separate user, so we have this clean slate, fresh, feeling. Also, we'll be able to get trophies and stuff. I don't know if I'll 100% this game or not. Based on my memory, I don't think 100%ing this game is all that hard, although one problem is that I don't think it's possible to truly 100% this game in a single playthrough, because there's like a New Game Plus kind of thing, and certain stuff isn't unlocked until you do New Game Plus, but all Ratchet and Clank games are like that. So I don't know if I'll get the Platinum Trophy, but perhaps I'll try and 100% this game as much as I can in a single playthrough. So yeah, let's see. New game. We got difficult settings. I'm gonna go for hard mode, because why not? Let me just see what it says though. Perfect for rookies. Enemies take it easy, controls are simplified, and the camera automatically adjusts. Normal, an adventure for experienced players whose middle name may or may not be Danger, but it probably isn't because that would be weird. And hard mode for expert players who like to fight sharkigators barehanded and walk away from explosions in slow motion. That sounds like what I want to do. Planet Belden. So, I forget how this game starts. Oh, right. Now I remember.
Open up on 7.
Okay, I might have to adjust the volume here and there. Let me know if it ever gets too loud.
Move it out, Shiv. Oh, yeah. Hero, huh?
Identifying prisoner 117, Shiv, Helix.
His name is Shiv? That's so on the nose.
You can break me, copper?
I don't think I got that
I've been in
joke.
the darkest pits in the universe. Places that would make your bolts rattle. The eternity pits of sword doom. The iron holding no balance.
I feel like this game holds up quite nicely visually. Obviously, like, Rift Apart looks better because it was made for PS5. This is a PS4 game. I'm playing it on PS5, but this is a PS4 game.
You're here. I used to dream of being arrested by you. Now get out of
Also, I think this game might have some, like, visual bugs here and there because it was made in a very short amount of time. I think when they made the movie, they didn't intend on making a game at first to go along with it, and that was something that happened later, I think.
He ain't famous anymore.
Words hurt, Solitary Bill. I'm a huge fan. I even pre-ordered the new Ratchet Clank Hollow game. The what?
Oh, the breaking of the fourth wall.
Game based on that incident with you and that Lombax.
Oh, you must mean the hollow film. Yeah, it's pretty good, if you like all CG.
No, I mean the game. It's based on the hollow film. Look, here's my
This is probably the most meta this series gets.
They're making a game based on a hollow film based on my life? But they haven't even consulted me. Oh, this is my fault. I've been away from my adoring public in this forsaken place too long. And now, no one will ever hear my side.
I'd like to hear your side, Captain.
You would?
You've
Well,
just
then
dropped
sit
in the
down
chat right there, and I'm not gonna lie, you sound like a bot.
It all started with a hapless
So I'm just
Lombax
gonna...
named Ratchet.
Yeah, I'm just gonna put the ban on that. If you're not a bot, because like no bot has ever talked to me like that in chat before. If you're not a bot, then I'm sorry, but you might want to consider how you, you know, greet yourself in chat, because, you know, otherwise people will think you're a bot. And if you are a bot, then good job hiding it.
Hey, Grim, you're here. I thought you'd be down at the bazaar shopping for gravity coils.
I forgot how poofy Ratchet's ears are in this game.
I don't suppose you sneaking out would have anything to do with those.
They make him look real
Galactic
fluffy.
Ranger tryouts?
I just need 1 hour. Come on, Grim. These are the Galactic Rangers we're talking about.
I
Captain
forgot this
Quark
guy's
will be
name is
there.
No
Grim.
leaving the
I
garage
think
until you help
my
fix Mr.
Grim
Micron
is
ship.
better than
Now
this
get on
one.
that bolt crank.
Okay, here we go. We're in the game, and yeah, this is definitely
That ship looks
60.
bag lifted to you. Get on that bolt crank. Come on.
First of all, the most important thing of starting any new game, and the most exciting, the options menu. Difficulty hard. Okay, control options. We gotta invert that camera, so let's do that. Invert ship controls, control type. Lock strafe, pressure controls where you're usually aiming. No, that's dumb. Simple controls. No, let's not do that. The auto aim. What's auto aim? Do I want that? Subtitles, yes. Dialogue, blah 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 blah. Okay, cool. There we go. That's better. Oh, hello, motion blur. Can you turn off motion blur? Not a big deal if I can't. Just, you know, they don't seem to have any visual options. Just audio and controls. I'll get used to it. Usually if a game is already running at a locked 60 FPS, I'm not going to want motion blur, because motion blur is handy to make a game look smoother if it's at a lower frame rate. If a game is at 60, then I feel like motion blur is not needed, unless it's an artistic choice. This game originally ran at 30, so the motion blur is probably just a part of how the game is made. So, you know, this is just a 60 FPS patch, so they probably didn't consider getting rid of the motion blur because it was designed for it. This game looks nice though. This game still holds up quite nice visually. I turned off the auto aim. I don't know if I should have kept that on. I don't know. I don't remember if other Ratchet & Clank games have that. I don't recall. Okay, we gotta crank it.
Avionics fried, CPU fried, even the gosh darn gravity coils fried.
Language.
You really did a number that's okay. Let's see if these new Versa
Oh, this is the part of the game where they make sure if you know how to move a camera.
Yep. Left side looks good.
It's a miracle. Onto the afterburner lights. Look down. You see some...
Lower left afterburner light.
Yeah, I
checks
see it.
out.
This thing might just be space
You'll be
for
able to tell very easily when stuff from the movie starts happening.
So, are we good?
Yep, we're good. The news says the tryouts are being held at the fairgrounds. Show 'em what you got, kid.
And so Ratchet began his adventure, hoping to become a galactic ranger.
Oh, I forgot. Captain Quark like narrates the whole thing because this game takes place within his mind. This game was good. I might be able to make the volume a bit higher. We'll be able to tell if the volume's at an acceptable level once we get into combat, because that's when it's going to be at its loudest. Man, this is kind of nostalgic, because I played this game a lot back in the day. I really liked it. It's just a fun game, even if the story isn't anything special. And you know, Ratchet & Clank is one of my favorite series. It's like Kingdom Hearts is my #1 and always has been. But like this is like either my second or third favorite series, depending on how I feel about Sonic that day. It's either this or Sonic. They kind of interchange. Okay, let's bop them. Bop it, twist it, kill it.
In order to best his foes, Ratchet used
So oh god. I've streamed a few Ratchet and Clank games at this point. Like I've played almost all the games before. There's only a couple Ratchet and Clank games that I've never played, mostly because I just don't want to. I'm not missing much, and I've seen all the cutscenes, so I know what the story is, and not missing much there either. The only Ratchet and Clank games I haven't played are the more spin-off-y kind of ones. Like all the Ratchet and Clank games are canon, except for this one, because this isn't the movie game. But the spin-off-y in the sense that they're not very traditional Ratchet and Clank gameplay. But I started streaming some of them, I think, last year. And I think earlier this year I streamed Ratchet & Clank 3, and I was going to make my way... I was thinking of just like gradually making my way through the series. Just playing them on stream because I like them a lot. I decided to jump ahead to this one because it's been a long time since I played it. It's non-canon, so it's kind of like let's just I can play this whenever. And I'm losing my train of thought. Also, this game is just like, it's not that long, and it's also very convenient to play because it's on I can play it on my PS5. All the other Ratchet & Clank games are like stuck on PS3. And streaming from the PS3 I can do that, but it's a bit of a hassle, so... especially because we're getting to the end of the year, I thought, let's do one more quick playthrough before the year ends. I don't know if I'll be able to finish this before the end of the year, but we'll see. I was thinking about actually starting Hollow Knight Silksong today, but I know that game's gonna, assuming that I go through the whole thing, that game I know is probably gonna be kind of long, because I've heard that it's long, and difficult. So I thought, how about I save that for now and just play something a bit smaller and a bit simpler and more comfortable. And then I'll worry about Silksong later, maybe in the new year. Yeah, I don't think this game is all that long. I don't know how many streams this game will take. It depends how much side stuff I want to do. But Ratchet & Clank games generally aren't that long anyway. Also, we got Spring... because, so... one thing about this game, that also this is a reference to the first game, by the way. One thing about this game that bugged me a bit is that so many people would refer to this game as a remake of the first Ratchet and Clank game, but it's not. It's really not.
Now keep moving to the next part of the course.
Cool, thank you. This game is not a remake of the first game, though I understand that it seems like it. So because this game is based on the Ratchet and Clank movie, and the Ratchet and Clank movie is based on the first game, so the stories are kind of similar. It's like a reimagining, a retelling of the first game. And because of that, this game pulls in a lot of locations and level designs from the first game. So I get why it seems like a remake, but it's really not. I still think a remake of the original trilogy on PS2 is still on the table. But people would often call this game a remake, and that would really bug me because it's not. It's also not, like, the most accurate representation of what the rest of the series is like. Okay, we finally get our first weapon. There we go. They usually start you off with a weapon. Okay, we've got the fusion grenade. This lobbed bomb creates an explosive blast on impact. Very, very simple bomb weapon that you always get at the start of these games. Also, all the weapons, well, almost all the weapons in this game are pulled from other games in the series. I think there's only one weapon in this game that's actually new. And I think we get that pretty soon. Okay, now that I've got a weapon, I'm going to want to use it at all times, because weapons upgrade as you use them, so I want to use weapons. Like, I could kill these guys with my wrench, but the wrench doesn't upgrade, so it's kind of throwing XP into the air. Just into the wind. Yeah, this game holds up quite nicely visually. I believe this game was made in like a year, give or take. Maybe a bit more, maybe a bit less, I'm not sure. So it's actually kind of impressive how well this game, like how decent this game is, despite that. It does probably mean that they had to crunch like crazy to finish it in order to coincide with the movie. Oh yeah, you collect holo cards in this game, which are like little trading cards that don't actually do anything. I think they might give you bonuses if you get like a whole set. I don't remember. But they basically depict stuff from throughout the series. So we got the workshop, which is, you know, a place from this game. It says its first appearance was from the original Ratchet and Clank from 2002, but back in that game it was Ratchet's workshop. So there's that. We got the OmniWrench 8000. This is not the OmniWrench 8000. I don't know what this game's talking about. So I've got more bots in the chat. Why is there so many bots? I haven't gotten this many bots in one stream. Oh, looks like you banned him for me. Thank you. Yeah, this says this card says that this is the OmniWrench 8000, but it's not. A magnetized wrench that will attract nearby bolts and can also be used. Yeah, this is the OmniWrench Millennium 12, which is what this one is. They're the same, but I guess this one is from this game, so I guess it's a bit confusing. Made of terratanium, which is totally not a made-up word. Could have fooled me. I don't know science. Also, hi there, Snack Pigeon. Thanks for your banning efforts. Yeah, I haven't had, like, so many bots at one time before. That's crazy. I wonder if it's something to do with this game, like having this game as my category. Does this game invite a lot of bots? There's a lot of bots in this game, so it wouldn't be the weirdest thing in the world. How's the volume been? I'm gonna throw a grenade at the wall to see how loud it is. Not that loud. I'll up the volume a bit. And I'll lower the volume on my end because it's quite loud in my ears. Okay, keep an eye on that. Hi there, Insomniac. Fraud wrench. Also, hi Pixel. Hi there, Insomniac. How you doing? I like his idle animation. He heard something with his giant ears.
Time for the final challenge. Survive a brutal onslaught of enemies, and you just might be our next galactic ranger. Or maybe...
We're still in tutorial land, which is why we only have one weapon, and it's not even that good. This series always has those early game weapons that become really terrible late in the game.
Whoa, looks like some angry toads.
Impressive. Could we be looking at Solana's next galactic ranger?
I'm curious to see how what I think of this game once I'm done with it after all these years of not playing it. So I used to love this game, and I still like it, but we'll see. Oh, we got a trophy.
Excellent job, cadet. Come see me after the show.
Ratchet Clank will always have a special spot in my childhood along with Jak and Daxter. Oh, that's cool. I didn't think any of my viewers were into Ratchet Clank, otherwise I'd play the series more often. Ratchet Clank is one of my favorites. I was saying earlier that it's like, it's in my top 3. Like, Kingdom Hearts is my number 1, and then maybe Sonic, and then maybe Ratchet Clank after that. Sometimes Sonic and Ratchet Clank swap spots depending on how I feel. Sonic is way more active these days, so I tend to gravitate more towards Sonic. If Ratchet Clank were more active series, it'd probably be my second. Like, Ratchet & Clank used to have new games like every 1 or 2 years. The quality of those games were a little bit all over the place, but you know. Now Ratchet & Clank games are a very rare occurrence. Also, I think we're going to go into our first movie cutscene.
Ladies and gentlemen, the savior of Solana, Captain Quark! Hello!
Oh, the movie scenes are loud.
Hello, Captain!
He's on fire again.
I know.
My name is Copernicus Quark, and yes, that was an impressive wall of fire I just walked.
I don't know if this is true, but I heard on I heard this from Instagram, so I don't know how accurate it is. I saw it on an Instagram post, which is not the most reliable source of information, admittedly. I heard that the voice actor of Captain Quark passed away recently, like days ago. I don't know if that's true. It would be pretty messed up if someone made an Instagram post about that, but who would make that up? I haven't heard anyone else say it though, so I don't know how true that is.
You may not have this chiseled jaw or godlike pectoral region, but if you have heart,
If that is true, then that's very upsetting. Because that would also mean that this was the last time he voiced the character
yes, but unfortunately
in
that
this game
heart is encased in a
slash
weak,
movie.
muscleless mass of inexperience. Plus, there's your history to consider.
Got a long line of citations here. Possession of an illegal gravity.
Also, I know I'm talking over the cutscenes, but the story of this game is not that crazy or whatever, so...
That is a funny story.
You're reckless. You're a loose cannon, and you're dangerous. That's my shtick.
Wait, just give me a chance.
Sorry, no time. Galaxy in jeopardy. Get back out there, and remember, you.
I think
can
because
do
this is a
anything,
movie,
as long as you're me. Next. Meanwhile, on planet Quartu.
because this game is based on a movie, I also feel like this game's sense of humor does not match up as well with the rest of the series.
I'm more of a vengeful I trust you're here to meet the troops.
Like, I feel like the humor in this game slash movie is made to be more, I guess, kid-friendly because it's like a movie. It's like supposed to be a family movie, so I feel like they can't throw in as many like innuendos or like adult humor because of that.
Defect detected. Preparing for immediate destruction.
So we got Clank. There we go.
Oh, a defect. Go play, Victor.
Okay, we got Clank segment, here we go. Also, I will say, credit where credit is due, the Clank segments don't suck in this game. I would much rather play the Clank segments in this game over the first one.
Run to the vent. might just make it out of there alive.
There's a very small amount of Ratchet and Clank games where the Clank segments are genuinely fun. Usually they're not painful or anything, but like this is one of the games where the Clank segments I genuinely actually enjoy. It's you know, it's like puzzly stuff, so. Also, hi there, buddy. Oh, hey, it's the pickle of the Lombax variety that is flavored like a weird key wrench of the Omni variety. That's quite the sentence you said there.
The young defect spotted a spring bot ahead of him. Knew that with this handy device in his arsenal, he could now defeat the deadliest of forces, gravity. The hopeless defect had to throw a spring.
Oh yeah, so Captain Quark narrates the whole game because this game is being told as a story from his perspective. Which is not a thing that any of the other games do, but it's fine. It's whatever. So, my first time playing this game was actually at a event at my local shopping center at the time. Like, I couldn't get this game when it came out because I didn't have a PS4. So I couldn't get this game for the longest time, which made me upset because I was always a big fan of Ratchet & Clank and I wanted to be able to play the newest one and I couldn't. But so the first time I actually got this game was at an event at my local shopping center. I think it was like an Easter thing now that I think about it, but it was kind of, they essentially just had like a bunch of like consoles set up in the store with a bunch of games hooked up that you can try, and this was one of the games they had hooked up, and I just sat down and played it for like an hour. I didn't realize that I was creating a bit of a line. I got too sucked into the game to realize that there was a couple people that were like waiting for me to stop. They didn't have a time limit or anything though, and I didn't really notice that I was too into the game, you know. Grim came with me as well, I remember. And they were playing Ukulele, which had just released at the time. Which is funny because the remake of that game just came out recently. Did you watch the Game Awards this year? Yes, I did actually. I thought it was fine. I thought there was some pretty interesting stuff. Nothing that really, you know, excited me too much. I think the game that got announced that I'm most interested in was Bradley the Badger. That game looks really interesting. Everything else is like, yeah, it's cool. They announced new Mega Man, which is cool, but you know, I haven't ever really played any Mega Man games, so I'm not that hyped. Maybe I should play more Mega Man. They announced like the Tomb Raider stuff, which is actually weird timing because I'm in the middle of playing Tomb Raider for the first time. Also, we've got a gold bolt over there. I'm pretty sure we have to come back here as Ratchet later. So we can't get that right now. Come get me.
You think you can run from me?
Not that brute again.
Yeah, the volume on the movie cutscenes are really loud. So when I switch to gameplay, it's quite quiet.
Get back here, you miserable defect!
Whoops. Okay. How the hell is he not able to catch up to me with my little legs?
Try outrunning this!
It's got little legs.
I'm gonna rip you apart. Sprocket.
Also, yes, Clank can double jump in this game. That's not usually a thing he can do. He usually has the helipack, but we don't have that yet. The little robot that could escape from Victor on Quartu. Yeah, the movie scenes seem to be a lot louder. I saw in the background there that they had a bunch of crates set up. And that's because you come back to this area later in the game, but it's interesting that they put those in there for the movie scene. Because the crates are only really a thing in the game.
Oh dear.
I haven't actually watched the movie since it was new. I watched it once when it came out. I didn't go to see it in theaters, but I watched it when it came out once, and I only remember bits and pieces of it. Most of my knowledge of the movie comes from this game, and this game doesn't show all the movie scenes.
What?
This is like the first game. Oh. Okay, no, okay. For some reason I thought we were going to get a playable segment where we run to the crash site, but I forgot this game skips that. That's what you do in the original game. They were like, no, that's lame. Also, one thing that I do remember about watching the movie is because I think I played the game first and then watched the movie afterwards, is that they change or like cut short some of the movie scenes. That bit there where Ratchet was opening up the ship, in the movie, the ship's AI is constantly talking while he's doing that. And I remember him being quite funny, just talking. Just like saying self-destruct coming up in a few seconds, blah 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 blah, and then like a bunch of other stuff. But they cut that from this scene.
So what do I call you?
Also, this scene in general is cut short.
Warbot defect B54290.
So their meeting just feels very quick.
Clank. My name's Ratchet.
Maybe, I don't know, maybe there was some kind of rights reason why they couldn't prolong the movie scenes.
There you go. You're a natural.
Yeah, see, like, the scene just cuts off there, and it's really awkward.
Would it be the key to the adventure he craved? Did he leave the proto-engine on in the garage? The answer to all these questions.
Okay, now we've got our lovely, sassy backpack.
I'll get us back to the garage.
So we've got a bunch of these, God, this game does look pretty damn nice, even now. Obviously this game is almost a decade old, so... Holds up rather nicely, I'd say. Look at these squishy guys. These guys have a name, I forget what they are. They're from a crack in time. I don't remember what they're called, though. In that game, you could hold them in your wrench and use them as like a torch, essentially. But here you just kind of punt them around. Still only got the one weapon. I hope you can hear the game okay. It seems like the gameplay might be a bit quiet because the movie scenes are so much louder and I have to... I'd rather not have to adjust the volume every time a movie scene happens.
Fortunately for our furry hero, a conveniently placed crate provided Ratchet with a combustor.
Ah, combustor, that's good.
Nice.
Yeah, so again, almost all the weapons in this game are from previous games. The combustor is from Tools of Destruction. Also, sorry, Insomniac, I completely forgot to read your message. I did read it in my head. Small body equals a big brain, big bodies equals small brain. That can't aim or run properly. That is the rule. That is the rule. Clank is a little brainiac. He doesn't run fast, but he runs very smart. So we gotta shoot.
Impressive shooting.
We're still in tutorial zone.
Nice work.
Thank you. What's the aim assist or whatever, the auto aim? How does that make things different?
Oh, Blarg, what are they doing here?
I have information in my databanks that poses a threat to Chairman.
Oh, wait a minute. I think I might know what auto aim does. It'd be nice if they gave me a description of what it does.
He must have tracked my position to your planet so he could get it back.
Okay, never mind. Auto-aim does not do what I thought it did. I thought it made it so that you'd automatically go into aiming mode when you start shooting, but I guess it doesn't do that. Auto-aim was on by default, so I feel like maybe it's something I want. It would sure be handy if they gave me a nifty little description, but you know.
Ratchet had to think fast. Perhaps the hook shot would solve his current conundrum.
We start the game with the hook shot in this one.
And then head down into the shelter. I'll be there as soon as I can.
Copy that, Ratchet.
Ratchet was in a bad way. Hurt, confused.
Okay, the auto-aim just kind of... It shoots at a target when your cursor gets, like, kinda close to it. Yeah, I think I want that. Most of the Ratchet Clanks kind of have that by default. Depending on the weapon. Yeah, I prefer to not shoot these guys... I prefer to not attack these guys with my wrench, because then none of my weapons will get XP for it. Could use my my fusion grenade. Oh, but yeah, you were talking about the Game Awards a second ago. So yeah, I did watch the Game Awards. I didn't look at all the trailers too closely because I was playing a game off to the side, because the Game Awards is like 4 hours long, so I was like, I'll have it playing in the background and while I'm doing other things. I was playing Sonic Racing Cross Worlds, and because I was playing online, I couldn't pause to look at the trailers when they showed up, so I didn't get a good look at some of them. Like, I haven't properly given the Tomb Raider one a look because I was busy playing at the time. I just saw bits and pieces like I would glance over. Dead. Yeah, so as I like to play Ratchet and Clank games in a really obnoxious way. Well, no, it's not obnoxious. I think it's very reasonable. I like to, because all your weapons level up as you use them, and I like to make sure that the leveling up is even throughout the whole game. I like to make sure that my weapons are leveling up nice and evenly across all of them, even if it means making myself use weapons that I don't exactly enjoy using. I'll still do it just to level them up, because I'm a neat freak who doesn't want a weapon to not be used. Thankfully, I don't think any of the weapons in this game I dislike. Except maybe Mr. Zircon, which might be a controversial take. I don't really like Mr. Zircon very much. I understand that it's a funny weapon, but I don't enjoy using it much. Whoops. I actually don't remember what weapons are in this game. I remember some of them. Like, you got the classics, you know, but I don't remember all the weapons that this game has in it. Whoops. Is there a way to adjust the volume of just the gameplay? Subtitles, music, dialogue. Yeah, there's no separate volume slider for just the cutscenes. Oh well, some games do that, some don't.
That's really more for educational purposes.
It is always good to meet a fellow academic.
Really, I just look at the pictures and then, you know, wing it.
Whoops. Oh yeah, I'm playing on hard mode, by the way, so I might die a bunch.
All right, Grim.
I have one.
Can you open up?
Ratchet, what in Zony's name just exploded?
Sorry about that, Grim. Listen.
Zony reference.
I just found something in the desert I need to look at.
Interesting. What kind of factory is this?
This? No, this is just a garage. Lived here since I was a kid. Come on, let's get you fixed up.
Okay. Hello, good sir. I'm going to hit you.
Once they were safe, Clank explained Drek's plan to attack the Hall of Heroes. With the Galactic Rangers out of the equation, Ratchet knew he had
Oh
to
yeah,
go,
another
even
change
though
from the movie.
neither
I
he
remember
nor
a
Clank
surprising
had the
amount of
body
these.
strength
In this
necessary
scene,
for a hero to
you
work.
actually heard what they were saying.
I can totally help.
This scene was that they had the voiceover in the background there in the game version, but in the movie you actually heard their conversation.
Rangers are actually my,
I think it's just all for the purposes of making these scenes a bit shorter. I feel like they must have had some limitation as to
Someone had
how
to take the picture,
long
right?
the
Come
movie
on.
scenes could
Why
go
you
on
gotta have a
for.
ship?
I don't see
This is
why
so
though.
we can infiltrate enemy strongholds. So what do you say?
No. And we're back in gameplay.
That's strange. I'm picking up something from Navalis.
It appears to be some sort of distress signal, but it is being jammed using a Blargian signal dampener.
Can I up the volume a bit?
Don't worry.
Oh no, never mind. It seems like all the cutscenes in this game are loud, not just the movie ones.
Would you like to record your last will and testament?
Admittedly, that's not super promising.
Cool. So they go to Navalis in a pretty similar manner to the first game by crashing on it, except because this game had a pretty short development cycle and a lower budget, we don't actually see the crash happen.
But I fixed worse.
They just cut to black.
Maybe there's someone in town who can help us.
Yeah, in the first game you actually see them crash and fall and miraculously survive. It is kind of crazy how they survived the crash in the first game, because you literally see them crash into a wall, the ship completely explodes, and then they fall really far, and then he's just kind of okay after that.
Wait a second. Is that raritanium? Maybe we should upgrade our weapons first.
Oh yeah, this game has raritanium upgrades. It allows us to upgrade our weapons passively. They got an exclusive weapon for the tutorial called the Tutorializer. Use raritanium to purchase upgrades. Unlock mystery upgrades by purchasing all adjacent upgrades. That's all there is to it. Okay. So yeah, each weapon has like their own like skill tree of sorts, where you can use raritanium to buy passive buffs like quicker rate of fire or more ammo and stuff like that. I don't remember. I think it was Tools of Destruction that introduced this feature, and then this game also has it. So yeah, that's neat. I think I maybe want more ammo. And let's have a high rate of fire, and then I'll go to my fusion grenade, and I'll give this some extra stuff too. Also, we have some new weapons. How many bolts do I have? I've got 3,000, so I can't afford the proton drum, but I can afford the pyrociter, which is from the first game. Finds a stream of burning pyrocytic fluid, great for keeping touchy-feely enemies out of your personal space. That sounds like something I really want. Sweet. Although this weapon is not as fun to use as it is in the first game. But that's whatever. Okay. Yeah, this game does recreate a lot of locations from the first game like this one. And like in that game, we could either start by going down there, or we can go down this tunnel here. And I don't know which way I want to go first. Search the keys for hidden treasure. Let's go this way first. So a lot of the secrets are hidden in the same place as they are in the first game as well. Although because this game is like not that big, they actually removed some secrets as well, and certain planets you don't go to at all. So oh, I can't breathe. Oh crap, I died. My first... I forgot that I can't breathe in this game underwater. Most Ratchet and Clank games start you out with an oxygen mask. I forgot that this game does not do that. The first game doesn't start you out with one either, but I'm used to you just kind of being able to breathe underwater at the start. Classic protagonist plot armor, the good guys can't get mortally wounded. Yeah. Cartoon physics. Also, this game, you know, in this game, full damage is a myth. It doesn't exist.
They appear to be amoeboids. According to my database, they were created by Drek Industries in order to assist the warbots.
The game is so loud in my ears. Full damage isn't real. I would wholly recommend, you know, jumping off of a building or something, because, you know, full damage doesn't exist. Imagine if like, if full damage just stopped being a thing in real life. Like dying from falling from too high just isn't a thing anymore, and everyone in the world could just like jump off of buildings and be fine. How convenient would that be? Like, getting around would be way easier. Also, Clank starts the game with the Hydro Pack, which allows you to swim faster. In the first game, it was an upgrade that you wouldn't get until, like, over halfway through the game. Or around halfway. Also, Insomniac redeemed posture check. A good idea. I'll hydrate while I'm at it. Oh, I know I can't breathe underwater. I've learnt my lesson. This cave looks beautiful, by the way. This cave area was also in the first game. But it was less glowy.
More bad guys. Get ready.
Also, I don't think amoeboids were here in the first game. Actually, maybe they were. I don't remember. Man, can you say damage sponge? This must be because I'm playing on hard mode. Like, how many... Look how many shots it takes just to split them apart. That's crazy.
All enemies clear. Well done.
Also, because I played the first game, I know that this is a fake wall.
You are very good at breaking things.
Thank you.
You know, Grim once said the same thing.
I've got some more cards. There was a gold bolt hidden here in the first game, but I'd much prefer trading cards. Hey, and we completed a set. Completed set bonus. The amount of damage dealt by the Omni Wrench has increased by 100%. That's useless to me. Completing holo card sets gets you the eternal admiration of collectors across the galaxy, and some enhancements to your equipment. But really, it's all about the collector card. Oh, the collector cred. Right. Yes, I really care about that thing you said. So we got the Praetorian Omni Wrench. This was used by Azimuth in Crack in Time. Standard wrench used by the Lombax Praetorian Guard. Yep, Crack in Time, 2009. When are they going to port the PS3 Ratchet and Clank games? I've been waiting for that for so long. There must be some kind of technical reason why those games are difficult to port or something. But you know, I really want them. So even if it is a bit of a hassle, I think it's worth going for. Just for me, exclusively, to play them. But also they're really good, and I don't like that they're stuck on PS3.
Be the way out.
The light! Wow, a lot of the environments in this game feel really small, actually. Like it feels like the locations in this game compared to the first game were shrunk by maybe like 10%. So, you know, the platforming ends up being a lot easier. Also because this game has, you know, tighter controls than the first game. I suppose I'm just going to go down here. I got a new card! So yeah, some cards can be found in packs just by finding them throughout the planets. And some of them are just dropped from enemies. We've got the Combustor, that's the weapon we're using currently. What does it say about that? The Combustor is spelled Combustor in Europe. Because Europe is fancy. I don't get it, it's spelled the same way. I don't understand what the difference is. The C-O-M-B-U-S-T-O-R. C-O-M-B-U-S-T-O... It's the same. I'm not getting the joke. What's the joke? Europe is fancy, but I still don't get your joke. Also, yeah, that's from Tools of Destruction. We also got the Thunder Smack. This weapon creates a powerful storm cloud that rains damage on enemies. See what we did there? I don't. Oh, rain damage on it. Alright, I thought it was being literal. Okay. This is from Ratchet Clank All for One, which is actually one of the few Ratchet Clank games I've never actually played. I don't really... I kind of want to play All for One. The problem with All for One, on top of it being stuck on PS3, is that it's a co-op focused game, and I don't know anyone who would play it with me. Also, I don't know if you can even play it online anymore. Maybe, because it's like online co-op, it's not like a multiplayer game. See, we got the Tesla Spikes and the B6 Obliterator. So we've got the Fusion Grenade. The B6 Obliterator, voted Weapon of the Year by the Galactic Association of Ridiculously Unnecessary Firepower. You'll buy it for the precision ground targeting, but you'll love it for its gratuitous destruction. This is from Ratchet Deadlocked. Oh right, this is like the Rhino equivalent of that game. I've only played Deadlocked once. And I liked it. Got the Fusion Grenade from Tools of Destruction. Yes, you got the Tesla Spikes. These are from Crack in Time. These Trillium Spikes harness Gadgetron's arc technology to shock any nearby targets. Multiple spikes will carry a chain of electricity. Yes, pretty handy. You could just, like, set up a bunch of those spikes and just get zapping. Yeah, what's kind of a shame is that, you know, you're collecting a bunch of cards that show off various weapons that you can't actually use in this game. You can use them in other games, but most of them aren't in this game. It's just for your nerdy collection purposes. I guess it's like advertisement for some of the other weapons in the series. I think largely this game, you know, this game is like a reimagining of the first Ratchet & Clank game. Not a remake, just a reimagining. In a lot of areas, I think the original Ratchet & Clank is better than this, but, you know, I will give credit where it's due. This game does have some aspects that are better than the first game. For example, obviously the graphics. You know, in terms of like whether or not you just prefer the style of the first game, is a different story, but you know, in terms of the pure graphics, it obviously looks very fancy. And I don't want to say necessarily that the gameplay is better, just because this game and the first game are trying to accomplish two different things. Like the original Ratchet & Clank is an action platformer. Like it's a shooter, like a third-person shooter, but it's mostly a platformer. While this game is mostly a third-person shooter, but with platforming. And because this game is honing in more on the action, it has a lot of stuff that lends itself to that, while the first game does not. But, you know, the original game does a lot of things that are a lot better. For example, the story and the sense of humor is better. And 100% the music is way better in the first game. The music in this game isn't bad, it serves the game well, but it's so unmemorable compared to the original game. Like, the original game has some of the boppiest foot-tapping tracks I ever did hear.
Oh, hello there. I'm glad you're here. I've been... Hey, have we met before? Because I'm getting a touch of the old deja vu.
I don't think so.
Huh. Well, guess the old
This scene is quiet. What's that about?
Anywho, I've been trying to get a distress call to the Galactic Rangers ever since Drax forces showed up.
This entire region is overrun with Blargian dropships. We need to get you out of here.
Well, I can't go anywhere until I get this here infobot into the hands of Captain Quark.
We were on our way to speak with him when our
This
ship
was the
shut
last
down.
game where the plumber
Perhaps we could take a look.
made an appearance. He was referenced in Rift Apart, but he didn't show up in that game.
Oh, hello there. I'm Alonzo Drek, chairman of Drek Industries.
Is that really his first
You
name?
may be wondering, why are 300 heavily armed warbots marching ominously towards a Class G dread ship?
So far, this game has been a real nightmare for audio balancing just because the cutscenes are so much louder. I know I keep bringing it up. I'm sorry, I'll try and stop. It's bugging me just a little bit.
Father's company. Since then, we've shifted focus from robotics.
So it might be difficult to hear me over the game during some of the
Now that
cutscenes.
our project is nearing completion, we must do everything possible to stay on schedule. In this case, it means our friendly army of warbots must vanquish those who would seek to stop us. Good news? They don't know we're coming! So sit back, relax, and take comfort in the knowledge that Drek Industries is working for you!
Drek Industries is not working for you.
Maybe one reason why they cut some of the movie scenes so short was because of content creators and streamers, maybe? Because obviously, you know, you get mega copyright claim if you like live stream a movie on Twitch or something, or on YouTube or whatever. And because like these are scenes from the movie, maybe they cut them short because of that. Or maybe there's other reasons, but that's like another reason on top of it. Because I was just thinking, like, I wonder how copyright works with these. You get many a bolts. Also, sliding down this sewer pipe is a lot more violent with the screen shaking. Also, way more bolts on the path.
Awesome. Want to do it again?
Hello, plumber man.
Oh, looks like Mayor Buckwash is in trouble. We'll fix your ship in a bit, but right now he needs your help.
Okie dokie. Can we get the proton drum yet? I can. Oh man, I'm like I nearly said rupees. Bolts. I'm 2 bolts short. Why did I almost said rupees. I haven't been playing. I haven't exactly been playing a lot. Well, I guess I have been playing a bit of Zelda lately. I was playing Age of Imprisonment a while ago, but I finished that game like a week ago. Okay, I'm immediately going to go back so I can get that weapon.
But until they return our calls, it's probably best to remain in your homes.
Where's the... Oh, there it is. Okay, proton drum. Deploy a supermassive pseudo-atom that regularly emanates a wide disk of damaging subatomic energy. That sounds like something I want. I like how he kind of poses with the weapon a little bit when you get it. That's similar to the first game. They stopped doing that after a while. You just kind of get the weapon and there you go. Although one really cool thing that they do in the more recent games, though, not this one, is that they actually have like a really cute tutorial video on how the weapon works. but it's framed like a television ad for the weapon, as if like it's trying to like sell it to you, even though typically those you've already bought it by the time it shows you. But and that's really cute because it shows you how the weapon works while also just being a funny like joke tutorial, like shop ad. Very charming. This game does not do that, which is a shame. In like I think they started doing that in Ratchet Clank: A Crack in Time, and in that game they have like this really cartoony, like silly 2D animation for it. I think Rift Apart also does it, but in that game they just kind of show gameplay of it being used instead, which is a lot less fun. But they do have like the shopkeeper talk over the scenes, and they sometimes say funny things, so... Also, this game has that nifty feature where you have your quick select for all your weapons, but by tapping the triangle button you can switch between your last 2 used weapons, which may seem like a really small thing, but when you're on the move and you want to switch quick, it can be pretty handy. I want you dead. My combustor is about to level up. Oh, there's my thing. Damage, more weapons, cool. Oh yeah, when you level up your weapons, it also expands their Raritanium skill tree. For even more, you know, carnage. Actually, if this is like the first game, I think there's a secret over here. Although it's another thing where, because this game is a lot smaller in scope, it's not as cool, it's not as a cool hidden secret. In the original game, going down here would be like a secret cave, but in this game it's just a bunch of crates. Also, you couldn't get through here at the beginning of the game because the current in the water was too strong, and you'd need to get the hydro pack and then come back. But first of all, there is no current, and second of all, you start the game with the hydro pack already, so it's not as a well hidden secret as in the first game. But yeah, I'll still take the extra bolts though. So I upgraded my combustor, so I'm going to want to use some other weapons for a bit, just to keep the leveling even. Fusion Grenade's going to level up soon. You don't have to level up your weapons evenly, you can literally just find your favorites and stick with them. That's probably what the game really wants you to do. You know, try them all out, but, you know, just use whatever you like. Because, but, like, my brain just doesn't work that way. I want to use them all. It's also like, if I'm fighting enemies with a fully upgraded weapon, then, you know, that XP isn't going towards anything because it's already fully upgraded, so it feels like a waste. I think I got some cards. Okay, the Pyro Blaster. Isn't that from Tools of Destruction? It's like the Pyrocitor, but with a simpler name. Pyro Blaster can be upgraded to the Incinerator, which burns things even hotter. Yes, from Tools of Destruction. Oh, Tools of Destruction was from 2007? Huh. I thought it was a PS3 launch title for some reason.
Oh dear, more of them. That must be the mayor's ship.
The mayor is the best. Also, this game goes on and on about the Galactic Rangers and how cool they are. But the Galactic Rangers weren't introduced until the third game of the like main canon. And in that game, the whole joke with them is that they suck. That's literally the whole joke with them, is that they are awful at their job. So this game having such a huge focus on them is kind of silly, but it's whatever. I guess they're a lot more competent in this version. I mean, the whole joke throughout the entirety of Ratchet Clank 3 is that everyone in the galaxy is an idiot. Except for Ratchet, Clank, and a couple other NPCs. Or, you know, side characters. Other than that, everyone in Ratchet Clank 3 is stupid. Which is the joke. You know, not well, maybe stupid is a bit dramatic. Like, incompetent. Like, a running joke in that game is that, you know, Clank is like a TV star. Because he got, like, a side job as a actor in a TV show. And then everybody in that game believes that he is actually the character. And he tries to tell them that he's just an actor, but they just... either they don't listen, or they straight up think he's lying. Okay, I'm getting a little bit overwhelmed here. Yeah, I'm noticing a lot of damage sponginess in the enemies, because I guess I'm in hard mode. I don't know if I've played this game on hard mode. If there's a trophy for beating this game on hard mode, then I guess I must have, because I've definitely gotten the platinum trophy in this game. On my my main user, anyway. I'm using a separate user for this playthrough, just for the because I like that clean slate feeling.
We are happy to be of assistance. Why is Drek trying to kill you?
It's my nephew, Skid McMarks.
Wait, Skid McMarks, the pro hoverboarder?
He sent me
Also, yeah, Skid is apparently the mayor's nephew, which was very much not a thing in the original game.
Hey, Uncle Blackwash, Skid McMarks here. You know, your nephew. My agent and I are at the awesome grand opening of the McMarks Sports Shack here on Iridia, and boy, is this been a trip.
What's the point of changing the story so that he's his nephew?
Fans, celebrities, my Gadgetron sponsors. I even got to sign autographs for these odd-looking creatures.
I guess because the infobot that you would get here in the original game sends you to Metropolis, and because this game is like changing the order of things a bit and removing planets from the first game,
I don't think I was supposed to have this.
they're changing some stuff just so that it all matches up.
Actually, don't call either of those people. Call someone who cares about me. I don't want to die.
Oh, what a shame. Is his voice actor the same? I don't recall. Yeah, so this the infobot here sends you to Iridia, but it sends you to Kerwan in the original. And then, wait, the infobot for Iridia you get in the original game from... you get that from the plumber, who we've already met, and he didn't give us no infobot, I don't think. Maybe he gives you the Metropolis infobot. So they, in other words, they just like flipped it around for some reason.
And so, Ratchet and Clank set out to fix their ship with the help of the plumber. Little did they know
Let's
they would soon
tighten this pipe.
to greatness. They'd be able to hear its mighty biceps ripple. But first, they'd have to tackle a...
They're both just like got their wrenches and they're just like tightening them against that single pipe that does not need that at all. That's definitely what fixing ships looks like.
You look about all fixed up here. Now promise
You know, you just gotta tighten up that pipe and that's the only flaw with the ship.
I promise. Thanks for your help.
No problem. See you in the next reboot.
Okay. The plumber breaking the fourth wall is not new at all. Also, funny that he assumed that there would be a next reboot. That's hilarious. Yeah, the plumber breaking the fourth wall is nothing new. He does that all the time. I actually theorized that maybe he was some kind of higher being, because he always seems to know everything, and that was like low-key confirmed in the newest game. Like, he's more than just your average plumber. Okay, so we can go to Kerwan or Iridia. And I don't know where I should go. We get the helipack if we go to Kerwan. And I want that, so let's do that. Also, I've got some sausages to snack on, by the way. Mom.
We're too late. The invasion has started. Scan the emergency channels. We need to find out what's happening on the ground.
Attention, all units! The Hall of Heroes is under attack. Repeat, enemy ships are now in the central district of Aliro City. Galactic Rangers are under heavy fire at the Hall of Heroes. And there's a Blarg transport closing in fast. Brace for Warbot reinforcements, Rangers.
And the prom's tomorrow.
Evacuate the area.
We must assist the Galactic Rangers.
Oh crikey, the ship controls are inverted.
You may now attack the transport.
I guess I'm fine. It's like up is down and down is up. Nah, I can get used to this, it's fine. I don't remember what to do.
Those transports are dropping off warbots all over the city.
Not on my watch.
Yeah, there was no ship segment. A lot of this planet is different because it's got such a bigger presence in the movie. So they can't really change too much. Or they have to change it. I mean...
Just 2 more ships.
Yes, we're on a roll.
1 ship left.
Not the biggest fan of ship segments. This is why I've never played, like, Star Fox or anything like that. Generally don't like them. I kind of like the gummy ship in, like, Kingdom Hearts 2 and 3. But... that's, you know, I like it, and that's about as far as it goes.
Awesome. How do we do that?
It's mostly in Ratchet and Clank games that I don't like ship segments now that I think about it. Like, this is fine. It's simple. It's whatever.
Okay, let's try this out.
Hold.
Mag booster.
There should be some warbots
Movie tie-in games are so rare now. Like, you remember, like, when any, like, animated movie would get a game. But that just doesn't really happen anymore. Probably because gaming has higher standards now, or something, I don't know. Okay, so I gotta snatch up these robots. Can I fire... Oh, I have to wait till the button prompt. Okay.
Well done, Ratchet. One in a million. Let's do it again. We can pick up a few more. Gotta make another pass. Activate mag booster.
There is enough power to pick up more warbots.
This is kind of neat. This is a lot more interesting than just, you know, shooting at it forever.
We may not engage any additional warbots.
Release warbots.
Okay, just a few more and then it'll be dead. So why is the camera so zoomed in?
One more hit should do it.
Okay, that should do the trick.
Power for a few more warbots if you make another pass.
No backseat flying, Clank, please. I'm working.
Release. Warship down. We did it.
Way to go, whoever you are.
Away. Oh, that was a loud explosion. This scene is going to be loud, isn't it? Kinda. Ratchet's ship in this game looks a lot more impressive than it did in the original. In the original, it kind of looked like a piece of junk.
I'm happy to field all questions on their behalf.
Dallas Wanamaker here. Does this mean you'll be asking these two heroes to join the Rangers?
Say what now? I don't see why not. And that is how dumb luck helped a rookie Lombax
Get that
take
movie
out a
scene off the
Blargian
screen.
warship.
That wasn't no dumb luck. He and that robot made a great pair.
That's enough out of you, Solitary Bill. Sheesh. You give a guy your pudding cup once, and then you can never get rid of him.
Oh, I forgot we're gonna get the armor.
What happened next?
Which I don't
Well,
like.
Drek
I think it looks
too
dumb.
kindly to having his plan ruined by a Lombax and his robot pal. So he sent Blargian mercenaries to take them out.
I do think movie tie-in games are actually really fascinating with how they rope in scenes from the movies and how the game is designed to work around the movie. I think they're really fascinating. I think the last movie tie-in game I played was not that long ago. I played the Lego Movie game with a friend, and I thought that was really fascinating because I was familiar with the movie a decent amount, and I was just really it's quite fascinating to see how things were changed or what was cut or just for the game to work alongside the movie. It's fascinating. Usually it's, you know, having to be tied in with a movie is such a big limit. Whoops. I died. Usually being tied to a movie is such a major limitation. But it is still interesting. Well, okay, so now we're getting into the level design from the original game. Like, this tunnel bit, iconic, honestly. Also, there's like a square. Do you see that? What is that? It's a square. Why is there a square? Is it some kind of like indicator or like some kind of sensor to make dialogue start that they just didn't make invisible? It's kind of weird. Does this game have first person? Like a first person camera view? I guess not. Ah, it's beautiful. Yeah, so in the you're gonna be hearing me say the phrase "in the original" because this game is obviously very similar in terms of level design. In the original, once you get to this point, there's like a split pathway where you could either go left or right. I know I just said in the wrong order, but in this game, the left pathway has been cut off because in the original, to the left would take you to the training course. And that's still in this game, but they just moved it somewhere else for plot reasons. So now this is just an awkward dead end. But we can see a poster of a pirate, and that pirate there is actually a reference to the hollow pirate disguise from Tools of Destruction, where you disguise yourself as a little robot pirate and you have to dance with pirates to distract them. I'm not kidding, that's a thing that actually happens. It's like a whole disco dance thing. Okay, we got Zircon. I don't really like Zircon. Thankfully I can't afford it. This might be redundant to say, but I'm upset Square didn't make any announcements or trailer for KH4 news, at least from what's been told to us. Yeah, I was actually really banking on it showing up at the Game Awards, actually. I had all my stuff set up ready to record my reaction to it. Like, I had my microphone and all that stuff set up ready to go so that if Kingdom Hearts 4 showed up, I could be like, hit record. Because I'd like to capture my reaction to it. Because I'd like to make like a discussion video on it. Because I feel like I'd have a lot to say, and I feel like being able to just slot in my reaction in there would be nice. Unfortunately, no. Which sucks. Because multiple times have I thought, maybe this will be the time where Kingdom Hearts finally shows up, and then I get disappointed. It's my own fault, I shouldn't get my hopes up, but it's been like over 3 years since it got announced, and there are so many like gaming events that happen where it feels like it would be perfect time to show it off finally. But I guess they don't want to show it off until they're confident and ready, you know. But they did show off some screenshots not too long ago, which is something. I'm not worried about the game. Well, I do think I'm not necessarily worried that the game is going through rough times or it's having a troubled development. Like, it might be, but I think it's more likely that they just announced it way too early. And I think the only reason that they announced it when they did was because they announced it at like the series anniversary celebration event thing. I think what was it, like for their 20th or something like that? And they just wanted to show something special to make the anniversary event more special. So like, let's show this really early teaser trailer for KH4. And you know, I assumed that because they showed off a KH4 trailer, it had to mean that the game probably wouldn't be too much long a wait, because I thought there's no way that they would announce the game way too early, because that's what they did with Kingdom Hearts 3, and that wait was painful. So I thought there's and it also like heightened the game's expectations, and then people got mad when the game didn't live up to them because of the long wait. It only increased the hype more. So I thought they'd probably want to avoid that happening again, right? Wrong apparently, because no, the wait for KH4 is also really long. And while I don't think it's as long, it's kind of getting there at this point. But the main difference this time is that at least during the wait for Kingdom Hearts 3, we had like remasters and you know like the movie, like cutscene movies, and the mobile game was a thing, so we get story through that. The wait for Kingdom Hearts 4, we got nothing. We get nothing. Like, we were going to have Kingdom Hearts Missing Link, but it got cancelled. And I guess Sora got in Smash, and Kingdom Hearts got put on PC. So there's that, but that's nothing there is like new stuff, except for Sora being in Smash, which is great, but it's not the same as getting a bunch of remasters with new content. And you know, they can't do that for the wait for Kingdom Hearts 4 because there's no games to remaster. They've done them all. So we just don't really get anything. Oh wait, we got Kingdom Hearts Missing Link. Not Missing Link, what am I on about? Melody of Memory. But that's a game that most people have kind of forgotten about. I like it. I like Melody of Memory a lot. It's got flaws, but it's a Kingdom Hearts rhythm game, so it's really a net positive for me. Some people hated Melody of Memory when it came out, and I don't really get the point of hating it. I understand if maybe it's not your cup of tea, if you're not into rhythm games, but it's just a bit of fun, you know? Kingdom Hearts has really good music, and I want a game themed around it that focuses on it. What's the problem with that? Could it have been a better game? Sure. I remember when Melody of Memory came out, a complaint that I kept seeing was like, oh, it's taking time away from Kingdom Hearts 4. Like, oh, you're wasting your time with this dumb rhythm game crap, and I'm thinking, it's probably not taking that much time away from KH4, really. It was made by a separate team. You know, companies do that, where they multitask, you know. If people blame Melody of Memory for Kingdom Hearts 4 taking so long, then that's a bit stupid. Also, I don't mind, because I got a fun rhythm game out of it. Wow, I'm dying a lot right now. The fact that I'm playing in hard mode is starting to creep in more. I gotta be more careful. So how much health do I even have right now? The game's not telling me. Also, I don't know if hard mode just generally improves enemies' ability to aim. Like, it just makes them smarter at aiming. I don't know.
Must be Big Al's place.
Down there. All men take all the authority.
Die! Man, the bullet sponginess on the enemies is strong. I do like how they needed to come up with a reason for why we're exploring the city, because the movie makes it difficult to do that. So they literally just say, oh, someone put a bomb on their ship, and then they fell. And there we go. There you go. Gameplay. One thing that all Ratchet and Clank games do very well is sound design. And the sound effect for bolts, as always, is incredibly satisfying.
Holy cow. I've died and gone to nerd heaven. Look at this. They have my blaster runs hot. Fongoid with a stick. Oh, Spiro the Space Moose. They even have the Mega Limited Ultra Edition of Intransigence Fall of
I'm pretty sure all of those posters are references.
With exclusive content if you pre-ordered through Gadget.
So it's Al.
I take it you're the one Cora called me about?
I forgot what he looks like in HD.
You must be Big Al. It is nice to meet you.
Because, like, the last game that Al was in before this was Deadlocked, I think, and that was on PS2. I think that game came out in, like, what, 2005? And this is 2016, so this was, like, Al's first appearance in over a decade. I think they still got the same voice as well, that's pretty cool.
Just reattaching the sister board, connecting the data port, and presto! Try it out!
Hooray, we didn't even have to pay for it.
Looking good, pal.
That's cool. People are less money hungry in this game than they are in the original. Because in the first game you have to pay for everything. There's paywalls everywhere. Yeah, they kind of stopped doing that after the second game, when they realized that no one likes paywalls. I got an upgrade. After tossing out a grenade, the fusion glove deploys a fresh grenade in your hand, even more efficiently, increasing your rate of fire. That sounds neat. Also, we have the helipack now, which is awesome because it allows us to long jump, high jump, and glide. In the original game, in this game you can just use the helipack with the R1 button. You literally just press the button and there you go. In the first game though, you had to hold R1 to crouch, and then press the jump button to do the long jump and the high jump and stuff. But in this game it's just tap R1. Because this game doesn't have crouching. Instead, throwing your wrench, instead of being something you have to do while crouching, you can just do it while you're aiming. Which is better, which is a much better way to control things. Because crouching is not really all that useful in the early games. The only reason you ever have to crouch is because while you're crouching you can throw your wrench, but because you throw your wrench while aiming, that kind of eliminates any need to crouch at all. And then you realize that crouching doesn't really serve much of a purpose.
Found themselves at a perilous drop.
Yeah, this segment has been shortened as well. I feel like my weapons are upgrading rather slow. Maybe that's because of hard mode as well. Or maybe that's something I can get from collector's cards. Speaking of which, I think I have some. We got Grimroth and the Pyrocitor. Yeah, here we are. A close-range, fire-based weapon that is perfect for dispatching swarms of smaller enemies. It cooks, it toasts, it even flame broils. What? Flambés. I don't know. Try it at your next barbecue. It's from the original Ratchet and Clank. Woohoo. Except it looks a bit different in this game. Oh yeah, so Ratchet Clank hasn't had a new game since Rift Apart, which came out... When did that come out? 2022? 2021? Something like that? I don't remember exactly. Something like that, around then. So I hope they're working on a new one, but they actually did recently announce a new Ratchet Clank game. And I was like, oh my god, a new Ratchet Clank game, oh my god. And then I found out it's a mobile game. I was like, oh. It's like a mobile shooter, like PvP shooter, and I'm like, okay, so not only is it a mobile game, but it's a genre that I don't care about at all. So, yay, lucky me. Admittedly, like, that kind of genre does fit Ratchet Clank decently well, so fair enough, but still. I'd like... the game has, like, this really cartoony, chibi art style as well, which I'm actually okay with. And it also seems to feature a bunch of, like, self-insert fan Lombax characters. That's not what they literally are, but they kind of give off that vibe. Because the entire, like, thing with these games is that Ratchet is supposed to be the last of his kind. Which isn't a plot point until later in the series, but still, it's like a thing. Although, as far as this game is concerned, I don't know if that's still a plot point. I don't know if Ratchet is the last of his kind in this game. It's never really explained. Because this game is just kind of a one-off. I don't know if this game was always intended to be a one-off, or if they intended to kind of continue with the plot of this game in another one, but because the movie wasn't very successful, they just didn't. Because, like, the ending of this game, spoilers, kinda, not really. The ending of this game kind of sets up for it to continue, but it doesn't, because the next game they released after this goes back to the original canon. So this game is thoroughly a one-off to tie in with the movie. But a part of me wonders if they would have continued if the movie were more successful. Or if maybe they would have made more movies.
The A train is now arriving. Please stand clear.
Kind of glad they didn't, because I mean, I'd be fine with more Ratchet and Clank movies if they were better. But if it meant that all the Ratchet and Clank games we ever get would just be movie tie-in games, then I wouldn't be too crazy about that. Also, hello Gold Bolt. I remembered that this one was here. Stick that in my pocket. I forget what gold bolts do. Oh wait, the game is literally telling me. They unlock extras. Like image galleries, which I can't afford. Appearance settings, so you can get lights. The gold bolt, all the gold bolts do in this game is they give you silly stuff. And cheats, like game speed, infinite ammo, and invincibility. I got head masks. Victor von Ion. Oh. Huh.
Ratchet stood and appreciated.
Let's not do that. And we can get a bunch of others. Like Dan Johnson.
The tribute to greatness, which really shouldn't be hidden away in a corner like this.
Okay, we're gonna get to the iconic train segment. I still, like, this game is not a remake of the first game. It just uses a lot of similar levels and locations because it's based on the movie, and the movie is based on the first game. But, you know, it's still very different. So, and I still think that an actual remake of the original trilogy, or at least maybe just the first game, I think it's still possible, and I would really like them to do that, actually. Like, I don't think the original trilogy necessarily needs to be remade. Like, it's not... Those games still hold up quite nicely. Obviously, like it's like PS2 graphics, so graphically, I guess it's a bit dated. But because it's got like because of its art style, it you know it doesn't look bad or anything. It just looks like a PS2 game. But it does make me wonder what a remake of those games might be like, to see these locations more accurately recreated. Also, we got some cards for locations. Also, we can trade cards. Basically, when you get duplicates, you can trade 5 of them to get a card that you don't have, so I'll do that here to complete a set. The amount of raritanium you earn is increased by 5%. Cool. So we've got Novalis Valley. Novalis is home to 3,253 different species of insects, but they will only bite if you are rude, so mind your manners. That sounds pretty good. I wish all insects were like that. We've got the Waterworks. Novalis has some of the galaxy's most complex sewers, and thus is home to the galaxy's best handyman, the Plumber. Is his name just the Plumber? Speaking of which, plumbers fix what needs fixing, but this plumber can also see into the future. Okay, alright. And the past, but that's not really that impressive since we can all see into the past. Oh yeah, good point. Technically. I like how it says under job plumber. It's like, what, you an idiot? Is this supposed to be grass? Because it looks like crap. It looks like toxic waste. I guess they don't save the good textures for the optional side areas.
Please stand clear. The A train is now departing.
Okay, so now we're on the train. It's the train bit, except the train cars actually have stuff on them. In the original game, they had absolutely nothing on them, which made you wonder what the point of the train was. Aside from being just a cool set piece.
Come on, Clank. Let's make sure that doesn't happen.
Squirrel. Yeah, the music in this game is so unmemorable. Like, it's not bad, but the original game soundtrack is legendary. I tend to listen to video game music compilations when I edit, and I think I should maybe add Ratchet Clank music into the rotation. Because I kind of forgot how boppin' it can be. I usually default to, like, Sonic music or Mario. Thing is, I don't want to listen to music while I'm editing, that's too distracting. Because I get distracted really easily. Which is why I listen to music when I edit instead of having, like, podcasts or live streams in the background, because I get too sucked in.
I'm sure there's a very good reason for transporting killer fish.
Ew, tentacles. Crap. It's difficult to aim on a moving train. Hey, that kind of rhymes. If they fall off the side of the train, do I still get XP? Because it's not me who kills them at that point. It's the magical force of gravity. Oh, I can afford a Mr. Zircon now, unfortunately. I'm still going to use it, even though I don't like it. I think I'm kind of alone when it comes to Mr. Zircon. Mr. Zircon is basically a weapon where it's essentially a murder drone that follows you around. It's like a little drone. It has a little cannon and it just flies around and shoots for you. And you can continue to use your other weapons while it shoots, so it's really just something that you can deploy and then continue shooting as you are, and then it just helps you out. Which sounds good, but I want to kill the stuff. The Zircon tends to steal my kills. Also, Mr. Zircon does not shut up. Which is fine most of the time, because he does say a lot of funny stuff, but once you hear like the same dialogue a few times, it gets old.
See, it's time for an early drop-off. See? Nothing to it.
Let's spin this thing. Oh, that's like a bomb or something. So I'm just taking a picture of that, it's pretty cool.
Rax, come in. We're arriving at the Hall of Heroes.
Copy that, Ratchet. I'll meet you at the front entrance and we'll begin your training.
Hooray!
Clear to attack Drek Industries in 3 days. That means you two are getting the accelerated course.
That's right, lives at home.
Oh, cool, she's playing Ratchet Clank 3. A game that is vastly more enjoyable than this one. That was really mean. I don't actually hate this game. I know I'm like poking fun at it a lot. But I don't think this game is bad or anything. But I do stand by the fact that Ratchet Clank 3 is vastly better.
Let's go, cadet. Time to make you
It's just Ratchet Clank 3 is like it's not a fair comparison, because Ratchet Clank 3 is like one of, if not the best game in the series. So, you know, of course it's vastly better. It's just that good.
Sweet.
Cool reference anyway.
This is awesome. So what next? Halo jump into enemy territory? Suborbital combat training?
In time. Next up is basic training.
Another nitpick. I do not like the armor. I don't like the Galactic Ranger armor. I think it looks... It doesn't look dumb. I just don't like it. I much prefer the outfit that... Also, hello, Clank. I much prefer the outfit that Ratchet was wearing before. This looks a bit too... I don't know how to describe it. It looks a bit too... It looks too, like, I don't know. It doesn't look cool. It looks a bit too flashy, I don't know. Like, Ratchet wears armor in other games. You can, like, purchase armor in some games. And some of the armors that you can purchase in previous games look pretty ugly and look way worse than this, but they're optional. And temporary if you buy better armor later in the game. But you're stuck with this for the rest of the game. There's no option to go back to what Ratchet was wearing before. Which is lame, because this game does have different skins that you can unlock, but none of them are for his default outfit, which is, again, really lame. So you're stuck with this, and I don't like it. I don't like it. But it's fine. It's whatever. Like, if they force you to wear a suit of armor for the whole game, then gotta make it look cooler, I'm afraid. This does not look cool. You wanna know what piece of armor does look cool? Is the outfit he wears in A Crack in Time. It's easily the coolest outfit he's worn in the series, in my opinion. The Hyperflux armor, something like that. It's even got a cool name. Oh yeah, here's the training course. So this was the training course that was at that split pathway in the original. They moved it in this game because of the plot, and because they want Ratchet to do training, so they moved it here. So you know they didn't take it out of the game. It's still in it. It's just they moved it. And this springy Captain Quark is also from the first game. In the first game, you can actually blow him up. I don't know if you can still do that here. Lame. Okay. Maybe you can. I just need a more explosive weapon. Also, is there a Gadgetron vendor around here? Oh, there is. Hold on. I want to buy myself a Zircon.
Come on, show us what you got.
I'm busy.
I think you should upgrade the protons. You won't regret it.
I'll upgrade my Zircon.
Don't forget, let Mr. Zircon do the work for
Customize your thing? Oh, weird. This game has like a quick select on the D-pad. What's the point of that? I guess so you can like choose the weapons that you like the most to switch to quickly. I guess I'll put Zircon on the down on the D-pad so I can quickly just deploy him. That's kind of handy. I think that's the only weapon that I would want to do that for though, because I have a quick select right here, so why would I want to do that?
Come on, rookie. We all went through the course. It's your turn now.
So yeah, Zircon just kind of follows you around and he helps shoot you for... He doesn't shoot you. He shoots for you for a little bit. And then he blows up after a while. Oh, am I timed? You weren't timed in the original.
Mr. Zircon is born.
I don't care. I'm gonna sneeze. Heads up, I'm gonna sneeze. Here we go. Excuse me. I just sneezed at the wall. I have mixed feelings about Captain Quark. Really, why is that? I mean, I don't blame you, because he is a very all-over-the-place kind of character. Like, I get it. I think I do too. I don't dislike him or anything, but he's very unlikable in so many of the games, but that's kind of the point. He's supposed to be funny, and he is, but he's not supposed to be likable most of the time. Sometimes they try like try and make him likable, but you know, it all comes back to like, you were a massive arse in the earlier games, and you still are most of the time. He's just got such a big ego. And you know, he would constantly try and take the spotlight away from Ratchet and Clank, even though they deserve it because they actually do stuff. While Captain Quark is more in it for the fame. I still like him though. It is weird. Like, he does have his moments, but most of the time he's an egotistical jerk, so it is weird. I get it. He is funny though a lot of the time. He is like the comic relief character, and he's in like all the games. I think there's like a couple games where he's only like a cameo, but he makes some kind of appearance in every game. Can I jump that? Oh, I can glide. I dislike how he takes credit for Ratchet and Clank's adventures. I know it's just his character, but yeah, I get it. I get it. It's at its worst in Ratchet and Clank 3, when he is like very deliberately taking credit because his popularity took such a nosedive. So he's just kind of piggybacking off of them, even though he does nothing in that game. And then he still gets like the super hero moment where he like comes back at the end of that game. And then it's like, oh my god, Captain Quark saved us all, but it's like, he still did a lot of crappy stuff, and also he wasn't that helpful in the final boss of that game. It does eventually get to a point where Ratchet and Clank do get their recognition though. Like, after the original trilogy, from then onwards, Ratchet and Clank are basically famous and overshadow Captain Quark effortlessly. So, like, at the beginning of the most recent Ratchet and Clank game, Rift Apart, they get like an entire ceremony and like parade dedicated to them. Like, they're clearly doing quite well.
Since you're now one of us, I thought it was time to get you a new ride.
Whoa.
That's a pretty cool ship, I will say.
G Star Jumper? Is this for me?
Technically, it's Galactic Ranger property, but if you survive, complete this super secret...
Who painted Ratchet's face on it, and why did they make him look so angry?
What is this?
I don't think I've ever seen Ratchet that angry. Aside from maybe in the first game, where he was really angry at Clank.
Congratulations, Cadet. You've been been selected for Operation Falling Star. Galactic Ranger Intel tells us Chairman Drek...
Ah, the Nebula G-34 space station.
Your mission is to destroy his top
Yes, that level. The level that gave me anxiety in the original.
ever. Seriously, this is our little secret.
Sure, but I don't see why...
I do love Ratchet and Clank a lot. I forgot that you were into Ratchet and Clank, Insomniac, because I forgot because I thought that like none of my viewers were really into this series.
Destroy whatever he's working on and get out. I'll monitor your position from here. Good luck.
You know, I got to play my favorite games on stream because then I'll never attract people who are into the same games as me. So I got to do it anyway.
You got it, Captain.
Okay, so this is our ship. Admittedly, this ship looks pretty cool. I'm not sure if I'm crazy about the colors. I think the blue and the yellow is a bit weird, but not my choice. I think we can customize the colors of it by unlocking gold bolts, though. Yeah, Ranger ship paint. We need 19? Are you for reals? Also, we unlocked screen filters. I get those for free. Image galleries, cheats. Let's check the screen filters. What's Action Buster? Oh. It's like weird, slightly muted colors. Okay. And then 1970s? So like, kind of colors, but... I don't care if you're bored, I'm having fun. Yeah, let's just have that be the default.
Where should we go?
Okay, so we can go to Nebula G-34 or Iridia. Let's go to Iridia. Iridia is where you get the, what is it, the Trespasser? You also get the hoverboard here. I imagine you still do. They did change the order of some of the gadgets you get in this one though, so some of them might be different. You might not get the Trespasser in this version, I don't remember.
Is that Skidbit Marks up ahead?
That is Skidbit Marks. Let's not talk to him. Yeah, this planet is way dark. The lighting in this game is kind of crazy. Like, look how pretty the lights are. This is a really nice looking game. At least in terms of its raw visuals. Like, look at the blue glow. And then the glow goes away when the hologram goes away. Also, I do like that the Gadgetron vendors in this game are made to look exactly like they do in the original. They don't open up to show the menu in this version though. I guess I'll help Skid first. I didn't realize until I streamed the first game like about a year ago that Skid Marks is supposed to be a pun, like a play on like skid marks. I never realized that was the reason why he's called that. I just thought it was just a name. It like completely over my head until someone told me, like a year ago.
Believe it, Skid McMarks. I have seen every one of your races. You pulled off a triple Nova spin at Mach 2 at last year's Kerwin Cup.
It's always good to meet a fan, little dude.
I am Clank. This is Ratchet. Your uncle received.
But yeah, these scenes are low budget, to say the least, because this game. I don't know if this game had a low budget necessarily, but it was rushed because it needed to meet the movie's deadline. I think this game was made in like under a year or something crazy like that.
Whoa, a real McMarks
And
4000?
while this game visually looks rather nice and it plays well, you can definitely see like the low dev time in certain parts. Okay, we've got to kill the sand sharks. This is like the original game as well. Except in the original game, Skid had like a broken ankle or something. I wasn't paying attention to that cutscene, so I don't know if he uses that same excuse, but He does still ask you to defeat all the sand sharks. I like a little sand shark. They're kind of like weird Pokemon. Also, this bombable wall is way more easy to spot in this version than the original. Also, they have these cool little lights in here. That's neat. Gonna snag that gold bolt. Yeah, so the purpose of gold bolts have changed a lot throughout the series. In the earlier games, gold bolts were like for weapon upgrades and stuff. Like extra upgrades, but they eventually became more of like an optional collectible for just cosmetic stuff. Like skins or cheats or filters, stuff like that. But you know, in the original game, in the first game, you used them to purchase golden weapons, which were way more powerful and also way more expensive. I actually thought that was kind of bullcrap in the original game. In order to get a golden weapon, you need a certain amount of golden bolts, like maybe 3 or 4, depending on what the weapon is. But you also have to pay regular bolts in addition as well, which sucks. You have to pay with 2 different kinds of currency. And bolt distribution in the first game is pretty low compared to the other games. It's impossible for you to be able to buy everything on a single playthrough unless you're farming for bolts deliberately. Like, there is no way you'll naturally get all the bolts you need to buy everything just playing through the game normally unless you do New Game Plus. Also, I got some new cards, I think. Never mind. I forgot to deploy my Zircon. This is where the Pyrocita shines, because it's really good for like sweeping a bunch of small enemies. Swoosh.
That was pretty.
Where's his ship?
Thanks for your help. Here's your hoverboard.
Whoa, and it's autographed. To Ratchet and Clank, the chillest dudes I've ever hung out with on a hostile.
Oh wow, he is definitely holding that.
Cool.
Will you be able to get home on your own?
I'll be okay, though I don't think I'll be able to compete in the Blackwater City hoverboard competition. Kind of a
I can't tell if it's the same voice actor from the original. Sounds similar at least.
You little dude seen my agent? I feel kind of bad leaving him out here. He doesn't do well with nature.
Oh. Sorry, my headphones are making a weird noise. I might need to get new headphones. I am just using like really cheap earbuds though. I've got like £5 cheap earbuds that I got off Amazon. But you know, they always work for me. Except when they make funny noises.
We should search the area for Skid's agent.
I don't really see the point in spending who knows how much on expensive headphones when earbuds typically do fine. Like, I know more expensive headphones probably are of a higher quality, but I don't know if I'd really... I'd probably notice the difference if I used high quality headphones. I've never used them. But I'd rather keep my audio quality preferences like as a low standard so that I don't have to worry about getting better stuff. One time, actually, for my birthday, I don't know how old I was. No, I don't remember. How old was I? It was before... I think maybe I was like 13, 14 maybe, something like that. I don't remember. Maybe 15. I don't recall. No, it was probably more like 13, something like that. I remember my parents got me some like decently high quality like gaming headphones, like a gaming headset, which sounds like a really cool gift, and it is really cool because it's like my parents wouldn't typically be all that thrilled about getting me birthday presents that relate to my gaming interests. Not because they're against me playing games, necessarily, but I feel like my mum, at least, thinks it's a very impersonal kind of gift, I guess. Which I disagree with, wildly, but what are you gonna do? Like, what matters is that it's something that I would delight in having, you know? So my parents got me this, like, high quality, like, gaming headset. The problem is that, like, that sounds like a really nice gift, but, like, I don't, especially back then, like, even now, I don't really like headphones, like headsets. I'd rather use earbuds, because it's too much, and I don't like my ears being completely covered, and it goes over your head, and I don't like it. And earbuds work just fine. But especially back then, not only did I not really like headsets, but I had no real use for them. Like, I didn't even use earbuds back then, because I would always just, you know, if I was watching videos on my phone, I would just always use speakers on my phone, because I just didn't really use headphones. And then when I was playing games, it was always on the TV, so I would just listen to the sound from the TV speakers, you know? I never used headphones for anything. So I was, like, kind of confused as well. Like, I appreciated the gesture because, like, it was, like, a good pair of headphones, or, like, a good headset, and I was like, that's cool that they went through the trouble to get me something that relates to my interests. It's just a shame that I don't think I'll realistically ever need this. Which made me feel really guilty, because it's like, well, I have to use it now because they got it for me, and at first I was I didn't really mind too much, because I was like, I didn't know how much it cost. Like, my parents got me this headset for my birthday, and I was like, I don't think I'll ever really use this because I don't use headphones. I didn't use headphones back then. But I was like, you know, I'll accept it anyway, because it's a gift, and I'll give it a go. And maybe I'll use it more. Also, hi there, speaking. I'm in the middle of telling a story right now, so hope you're doing alright. So, so I obviously I accepted the gift, and I was, like, polite, and I was like, oh, thank you so much. Even though in my head I was thinking, I don't know if I'll really have many opportunities to use this, but I appreciate the gesture anyway. But when taking the headphones out of the box, they were missing stuff. Like, I don't think they were broken, but they were, like, missing a part. So we ended up going into town to return them to get a new one that has, like, all the stuff in it. Like, just, you know, return it and replace it. And so I tagged along with them. They were like, oh, sorry, your headphones are, you know, that they're missing stuff. You know, we can go into town right now and go get a new one. And I was like, yeah, okay, I'll tag along. And that's when I learned how much they cost. I don't remember exactly what the cost of it was. It was like £80 or something, maybe not that much, maybe more like 60. It was like full game price amount, which I don't know if that's a lot for headphones, for like a headset, but from my perspective at the time, I thought that is too much for something that I'm realistically never going to use. So we ended up not getting the replacement. We ended up returning the headset, but they couldn't offer us a replacement of the same one. So we were like, okay, we'll get our money back and then we'll just buy a different one. But we couldn't really find one that was similar to the one they initially got for me. So we were like, oh, okay, we'll just order a new one online and get it next day delivery instead. And I was like, yeah, okay, but in my mind I was thinking, I can't let them spend that kind of money on something that I don't think I'll ever use. And it gave me so much anxiety because I didn't want to come off as rude or, like, ungrateful or something like that. But I felt so bad because I was like, I'm not going to use this. So I worked up my courage to go into my parents' room that evening and be like, hey, I need to talk to you about the headphones you got me. They were very nice about it because I was very polite and nice about it. Like, I chose my words very carefully and made sure to be as gracious as possible. But I was like, thank you so much for the gift, it's such a nice gesture, but I don't want you to spend that kind of money on something that I don't think I'll use. Like, I don't need headphones, I don't use headphones. I do now, but back then when I was like 13, I didn't. And, you know, nowadays I'm happy with just cheap earbuds. And then my parents are like, oh, okay, how about we just give you the money instead and you get yourself something with it? And I was like, okay, that sounds good, I'll do that. I don't remember what I ended up getting with it. I think I might have just got a game or whatever, I don't remember. But then my parents told me that the headphones weren't actually their idea. It was something that my brother suggested they get for me. And then I was like, oh, now it makes sense. Because the thing with my brother, I don't talk about him a lot because we're not that close, but the thing about my brother is that he assumed, like, I think a headset, like a high-quality gaming headset, would be the kind of thing that he would delight in having. And because we are both into gaming, I think he would typically just kind of assume that I liked the same stuff as him. Or that I should like the same stuff as him. Like, he'd get really confused when I didn't like the same games as him sometimes. And he would poke fun at the games I liked a lot. You could maybe see why we're not that close, but so when my mum was like, oh, your brother suggested the gaming headset, I was like, that makes sense, because it's not something that I would like, but it's the kind of thing that my brother thinks I should like, when in reality, like, I had no need for headphones. But still, I appreciated that. For later birthdays, whenever my parents would ask me what I wanted, I would typically be like, ask Rim, like ask my twin, because they know me literally better than anybody. They know my interests, they know what I like. If you want suggestions, go to them, because my brother doesn't really know me that well. Or at least as well as he believed he did. Anyway, sorry for the long-winded story. A wholesome family moment. Yeah, it ended up being a somewhat wholesome family moment, because I really appreciated that, because they hadn't really gotten me that many gifts that related to my interests like that. And it was a very, like, unexpected surprise as well. It's just a shame that it ended up being something that I didn't need, or really think I would use. Like, I would have used it just to, like, be like, just to be polite, but I don't need it.
Ratchet and Clank.
Also, sorry speaking, because I was telling my story. I didn't get to engage with your message here. So I only played one Ratchet and Clank game on PS2, but how's this game? Is it good? It's good, but it's not the best it's not the series at its best. This game is non-canon, because it's a game based on the movie, so you can just hop into this one without knowing anything, and you'll be fine. And this game goes on sale all the time. It's actually really cheap on PS4, PS5. So by all means give it a go, but there are way better Ratchet & Clank games than this. Like, if you want a really good Ratchet & Clank game, if you have a PS5... Actually, it's on Steam as well now, actually. Ratchet & Clank Rift Apart is incredibly good. Like, if you're interested in Ratchet & Clank, that's a really good one. It is like the newest game, so there's like a lot of lore and stuff, but it's made to be relatively approachable for new people as well. Like, you don't need to know the previous games in order to understand what's going on, but you might get a better understanding of who some characters are. But this game is good too, like, I'd recommend it, and again, this game is dirt cheap, so I think it's on sale currently, at least in the UK. Also, I'm doing good, brother, thanks for asking. Sure thing, speaking, I'm glad you're doing alright. Yo, recently started playing this too. Oh, that's cool. McLean, if I'm saying that right. Yeah, I played this game a lot when it was relatively new. I just haven't gone back to this game in like at least 6 years. I don't remember exactly how long it's been, but it's been a hell of a long time since I played this. Hence why I'm talking over the cutscenes a little bit, because first of all, the story in this game is based on the movie, ergo it is not that good. Also, I know it already, so...
We should explore the rest of the sports shack.
Oh, Rift Apart, I mean. Right, gotcha, yeah. Yeah, at a glance, this game does look like Rift Apart. Rift Apart is obviously made for the PS5, so it looks a great deal better than this, but it still looks very similar at a glance, I get it. No, this is a Ratchet and Clank for the PS4, the movie tie-in game. This game kind of ended up getting pretty forgotten, I guess. Anyway, did I go to the factory area? Did I do everything here? Locate the gadget inside McMark's Spork Shack. Oh, I didn't go the other way, okay. I still like this game though. I know I'm like poking fun at this game a lot, and I'm complaining. Not complaining. I'm nitpicking a lot. I still do like this game. Like it's still a very solid Ratchet and Clank game. It's got the same fun shooting and leveling up your weapons that's always a ton of fun in this series. So it's like a baseline level of enjoyment. It's like a Pokemon game. Like even though Pokemon games nowadays can be pretty rough, Pokemon has like a baseline level of enjoyment and fun factor that's just baked into the way that the games work, so you're still going to have a decent time, even if you're glitching all over the place. This game isn't particularly buggy though, at least not on the surface. This game is actually really easy to glitch and break out of bounds, but only if you're looking for it, you know? I imagine speedruns of this game are really quick because of that. Been arguing with my wife about whether this is appropriate for kids. Thoughts? Interesting. I think so, 100%. It depends what game, though. Some games are more kid-friendly than others. Like, it also depends how old the kids in question are. I think this game this game, like this Ratchet and Clank game in particular, is probably the most kid-friendly because it's based on a family-friendly movie. So they tone down a lot of the adult humor because of that. But even the more adult humor in the other Ratchet and Clank games, it's not explicit enough so that young kids will pick up on it. Like when I played these games when I was little, I didn't understand any of the more adult references. It's not that noticeable. I think these games are plenty appropriate for kids. The only game that I think is maybe goes a bit heavier on the adult themes and humor is Ratchet Deadlocked. That game was made in the era where games were trying to be more edgy. It came out the same year as Shadow the Hedgehog, and it's the most edgy Ratchet and Clank game. It has some light swearing, but they're all censored, and it has some adult jokes and stuff. I think they make a joke in the game about Ratchet using performance-enhancing drugs to win at tournaments, but so maybe not that one, but even then it's not that bad. It's very low-key, but that game's probably the most explicit with it. But no, all the other Ratchet and Clank games are plenty family-friendly. But they just have they have some adult humor, for the adults playing the game, that they might enjoy. Put it this way, if you think that the movie Shrek, the original Shrek movie, if you view that as appropriate for kids, then Ratchet and Clank is appropriate for kids easy. The humor in the original Shrek is a lot more. That movie has some wild jokes when you think about it, but it's the kind of stuff that kids probably won't get anyway, so it's not really a problem. So to a long story short, to answer your question, yeah, I think Ratchet and Clank is a good series for kids. I played it when I was little. It was some of my earliest memories in life is of the original Ratchet and Clank. I grew up with this series, and any inappropriate jokes flew over my head. And I still thought the games were fun as heck. And they're games that I can look back on and be like, oh, I didn't get that when I was younger, but I get it now. Like, oh my god, the crotchetizer from Ratchet Clank 3, I was like, what the heck is even a crotchetizer? What does that do? And obviously I get what it does now. Like, a child isn't gonna get that. It's kind of what makes these games special and different from other platformers of its era. Also, we just got the Hydro Displacer, which you did not get here in the original. You get the Trespasser here in the original. You get the Hydro Displacer from the space station. I'm gonna drown. Oh, no, I'm fine. If I may be honest, yes, there's some jokes here and there, but nothing really vulgar. Yeah, agreed. Yeah. I agree with that. I think it's appropriate for kids. If you're maybe asking... I don't know if you're asking out of curiosity or if you're asking because maybe you have kids of your own. Or maybe you have, like, you know, kids, like, maybe, like, nephews or something that you maybe want to introduce these games to. I don't think you have a problem if that's the reason you're asking. These are very, like, all ages kinds of games, I think. Like, if you want a game that's more definitely, like, 100% okay for kids, then, you know, you can look at Nintendo for stuff like that, like your Marios and your Kirby's. But these games are tons of fun. I played these games for as long as I can remember, and I always had a blast with them. And they didn't mess up my kid brain at all. My brain is good thinking about stuff.
Parts of Nebula G34 that we must investigate.
Find the top secret blog research project required. Search for a trespasser in the Rilgar sewers. Okay, so they just tell you if you don't have the stuff. I'll go to Rilgar then. Nieces, I play with them. Oh, okay. Then yeah, I don't think you have a problem. I guess maybe it would somewhat depend on the age. At least in terms of whether or not they'd enjoy the games or not. In terms of how appropriate they are, I don't think that's an issue. But then again, like, I remember when I was like 4 years old and watching my older brother play this, the original Ratchet & Clank, and being absolutely just enthralled. Just being so incredibly, like, fascinated and interested by it. It was like that with the original Kingdom Hearts as well. It was Kingdom Hearts and Ratchet & Clank that encompass some of my earliest memories in life. I don't have enough money for the Groovatron, which is tragic.
Let's clear out those amiiboids. I have a new McMark's I want to try out.
I think Rift Apart is a pretty... doesn't really have a ton of vulgar humor in it. Rift Apart is a lot more, like, story heavy, I think. It's less about... That game has a lot less humor in it, but it's a lot more story heavy. Rift Apart is just a really good Ratchet & Clank game, would recommend. It is a bit expensive though, because it's the newest one. But you already said that you've been playing Rift Apart. Are you enjoying Rift Apart? Is it like maybe your first time playing it? Because I really like it. I like it very much. I've gone back to it like every year since it came out just to play it again. It's a ton of fun. Like my biggest one of the biggest things I delight in with Rift Apart is that like I really like the story of the Ratchet and Clank series is not like a big focus. I wouldn't call it a plot-driven series, but it does have lore and it does have story and it does have, you know, returning characters and certain plot points that carry over into other games. For the most part, you can jump in anywhere, but it's a fun series to follow. Like, it's not Kingdom Hearts levels of you're going to be absolutely lost unless you play in order. Like, it's not that kind of series, but it kind of is a little bit in that territory, but you can mostly jump in anyway. But when Rift Apart was coming out, I remember I read an interview with some of the developers, and they were saying that Rift Apart is the kind of game where they made it so that you can jump in even if you've never played a game before and you won't be lost. And that disappointed me a little bit because I was hoping for maybe some serious plot progression and some more lore stuff. Because at that point it had been a long time since we had any of that in a Ratchet & Clank game. So I was like, oh, I guess this game isn't really going to further the plot in any meaningful way or any major way. It's going to be a mostly self-contained story. And it is, but imagine my surprise when Rift Apart is loaded with lore bombs. Like, I was so pleasantly surprised with that. I'm kind of glad that they said that in the interview because it made me lower my expectations, so that I would be all the more delighted when I found out that the game actually has, like, crazy lore implications in it, and all sorts of cool story stuff. And character moments that I love. And it calls back to the older games, like, a lot. Not too much to that it feels, like, out of place and fan-servicey, but they call back to the older games when it feels relevant, very naturally. And I loved that. It made playing that game for the first time a real treat. But again, you don't need to know that stuff in order to get what's going on, but if you're a fan, then it's delightful. Yeah, liking it so far, but only play that when I'm not alone. Otherwise, I play other stuff. Oh, cool. Sorry if I'm being a bit too nosy, but what other stuff are you playing right now? For me personally, I've been recently doing my second playthrough of Mario plus Rabbids, the second one, Sparks of Hope. Because I played that when it came out, and I didn't go back to it. So I've been doing that lately, and it's fun. I'm actually surprisingly more into it than I was the first time. I've also been streaming my first playthrough of Tomb Raider, because I'd never played a Tomb Raider before. And that's been pretty fun. Talk about low-budget flight. Also, in the original, this would be where you get you're able to purchase the Rhino, the rip your new one. I don't think you get it here in this version. I don't actually remember how you get the Rhino in this game. I think you get them through the collectible trading cards. I think you gotta find, like, all the Rhino cards, and then you get the Rhino. I don't know if you still have to pay for it, though. They stopped doing that after a while. Like, in the first few Ratchet & Clank games, you have to buy the Rhino, and it's an absurd amount of bolts. Like, you're not going to be able to get it on your first playthrough, you've got to do challenge mode to get the money for that. But I think starting in Tools of Destruction, which was the first game on PS3, they made it so that you, instead of buying the Rhino, you have to make it by finding all of the blueprint plans, and then some guy makes it for you for free. Which I actually think I like a bit more. It makes it significantly easier to get, though. It's kind of like an Ultima weapon situation from Kingdom Hearts, except with way less effort, because all you need to do is just get the blueprints, and they're just kind of hidden throughout the game, and there's only like 10 of them. So if you're exploring thoroughly, you'll find them. I don't know, wouldn't it be weird if Ratchet and Clank introduced crafting? Where enemies drop materials and... I don't even know what you would do with them, aside from making the rhino. If in that scenario. Like I don't know if I want Ratchet and Clank to have crafting. It will take away from the bolts and buying stuff with bolts, which is a fun part of these games. I don't know if there's any real need for crafting to be a thing. Still, maybe you can craft armor. And that's how you get new armor sets. I don't know. Weapons, bombs? Maybe, but like, I feel like buying the weapons is a fun aspect of these games, and it gives bolts a lot of value. I think if you introduce alternate ways of getting weapons, then it devalues the bolts a little bit, which I don't want. Like, I wanna be able to be like, yeah, I'm getting so many bolts, I can buy so much stuff with this. You know? But I feel like crafting could have some kind of purpose. I feel like having like materials that you get from enemies might be cool, and then being able to do stuff with that. Like maybe like passive buffs, maybe upgrades for your wrench, or again like armor. Instead of buying armor, you have to craft it. Rift Apart did something different with armor. In that game, instead of buying armor sets, you have to find them. And you don't even need to wear the armor in order to reap the benefits. Basically, armor was mainly just a collectible. And when you collect a set of armor, it just permanently upgrades your stats. And you don't even have to wear it. You just have to own it. And I actually like that system because it means that you don't have to wear some ugly monstrosity in order to up your defense. You can wear whatever you like. Which is cool, and you can even mix and match. Like, you can mix and match the helmets and the torso parts and the leggings. So you could look like some kind of freak if you want. I mainly just stick to whatever's cool. But I thought that was a really cool workaround for the armor problem, because there's some ugly armor in the previous games. For example, I don't like this armor set I'm wearing right now. I think it looks a bit dumb. And I would prefer to not wear it, but the game does not give you an option. Oh, this is like, is this the infamous water rising segment from the original? Also, there's multiple ways to go. I don't know where I'm meant to go. What's this button for? What did that button do? It made a noise. Oh, did it bring down the elevator, maybe? Oh, we're gonna do the hoverboard mini-game in a bit. I like the hoverboard. I actually think I enjoy the hoverboard races in this game more than the original. So, you know, there we go. This game does do some stuff better than the original. I can give it praise for that. I think the hoverboarding is a bit more fun. They also give you cash prizes in this game. They didn't do that in the original. It would actually really help with the broken economy in the first game, because it feels like bolts are super scarce. I guess the game was probably designed around that, though. Just get my Zircon ready. Let's see. My Proton Drum is already level 3. It overtook all my other weapons. How did that happen? Oh, my Zircon's level 2. My Zircon is usually the first weapon to be fully leveled up, because I'm always deploying it. Which is nice, because I want to stop using it as soon as possible. And there's a Pyrocitor, cool. I'll use my combustor. Have I checked my card collection? Not really. Hold on. I got a new trade. Whoa! I got lots of trading cards. I got the full Velden set. Let's look through them all, shall we? We've got the Kizzle Plateau. The Kizzle Plateau on the planet Velden is home to horny toads, scree ducks, and a lovable Lombax named Ratchet. Okay, I forgot that they were called horny toads. The horny toad are hopping. We've got Captain Quark. Copernicus Leslie Quark. I forgot that was his middle name. Describes himself as the greatest hero in the universe, but in reality he is a fraud. Quark will do anything for fame or money. That basically just spoils the plot of this game. Job, galactic superhero, and narcissist. How much does that pay? Darla Gratch. Oh, she's the reporter from the first game. Dogged field reporter for Channel 64, the universe's #1 source for news. Homeworld unknown. Zephyr from Tools of Destruction, yes. A veteran warbot who, along with his fellow warbot Kronk, swore to protect Talon Apogee. It's like, Kronk is like, it's all coming together. Do I have any more cards? No. I can actually buy some cards because I got enough. Let's do the hero set. Got Ratchet and Clank. I gotta remember to trade in my cards. So we got Ratchet. An expert mechanic who dreams of grand adventures. Ratchetly. I combine the two words. Ratchet finally gets his chance after I can't read. After Clank crash lands on Velden, the two team up, become Galactic Rangers, and save the universe, because that's what hero do. Homeworld Velden, Job, Galactic Ranger, first appearance, Ratchet & Clank, 2002. Yeah. Now we've got Clank. Clank, incredibly intelligent and diminutive warbot, teams up with Ratchet to save the universe whenever the universe needs saving. Job, Galactic Hero. So he's not a Galactic Ranger, he's a Galactic Hero. What you talking about? In Ratchet & Clank 3, he becomes a film star, he becomes a movie star. So that could be on his underjob. Also, I think he works at a weapons manufacturer in the second game. He works for Megacorp in the second game, I think. Although I have no idea what his job there is. Oh wait, no, I think if I recall, I think he becomes a head accountant. Now, I don't really know too much about what accountants do. Like money stuff. I don't know. But apparently that's what Clank did for a little bit. After Ratchet & Clank 2. And then he started off his film career as the lead actor in the hit series Secret Agent Clank. I wonder what other jobs Clank had. I think after that, I think he just like kind of being a hero, and I think also Ratchet does more with his mechanic work and stuff like that, and I think Clank just kind of helps out with that. Who knows? Considering how popular the Secret Agent Clank show was for him, he might just be, you know, just completely loaded after that. Depends how popular the show actually was. It was popular enough to get its own spin-off game. How do we... Oh, I know how to get this gold bolt. It's the same location in the original. Hold the phone. Yeah, okay. It's actually easier to get this time, because all you have to do is jump on this sign. Up here, and then go across the top here. In the original, there was like a ledge, like around here, that you'd have to get up to move on. And then you'd have to jump from the ledge to here, and then go along the top that way. In this game, they simplified it a little bit. It's gold! And very shiny. The music's all calm and stuff now. Also, I like how it's raining here. I don't know if this planet rained in the original.
It looks like the city is now void-free, and we have 2 citizens to thank, Ratchet and Clank. The race is back on, so stay
Oh, the race! The hoverboard race. I thought I had to go the other way to get to the hoverboard. Let's do the hoverboard, yeah? Yeah. That sounds like a good idea. It sounds like a good time.
The Blackwater City hoverboard track. I've only seen it on my holo screen back on Velden.
Can I go down there? No. I think I got to blow this up. There we go. Go down there. Okay. Hoverboard. I don't... Oh,
Hey,
hello.
I'm Starlene. Are you here for the race?
Where was that your name?
You know it.
The enthusiasm.
Enthusiasm. I like it. All right.
I was being facetious.
In a few minutes.
I wonder... Hold on. No, it doesn't work. If you know, you know. How cool would it be if they put that little detail into this game, though? Okay, let's enter that race and win big bucks. Yeah, so they actually add different cups of differing difficulties in this one. In the original, it was just one race, and then another one later in the game. And I think you get cash rewards in this one. Oh wait, I don't know how to do this. Wait, how do I play? Okay, boost, jump, air trick. Okay. It's the same controls, basically. Oh, we already have the Platinum Zoomerator. It comes with it.
With his boost meter filled, Ratchet activated the hoverboard nitrous system.
We've got bolts on the track. Also, yeah, the race course is the same as the first game. So I should be boosting more. Actually, the race course is less dangerous. Less explosives. Maybe the later cups have more hazards.
Ratchet shows us a boost, and fans will be happy to hear that we just received word from Skid McMarx's rep.
Yeah, this is actually more fun than the original hoverboarding game. It's a lot more fast-paced.
But is expected to make a full recovery. Underdog Ratchet is now in second place. Can he catch up in time?
Oh, the crates fills up my boost. What place am I in? Does the game tell me? Oh, I'm in second, right. I'm cutting it a little close.
Ratchet takes the lead. Lost the lead.
I'm so gonna win. Oh, whoops. Did I just die? Are you kidding me? Are you serious? I didn't think I'd die. Huh, okay.
Oh, sorry, but come back anytime and give it another try.
Shush. I'll try it now. Okay. I guess I should have known that was going to happen, because if you... Because that's how it works in the original as well. I don't know what I was expecting, I thought. I've been playing too much, like, Mario Kart and Sonic Racing Cross Worlds, where it's like, oh, if I get hit or if I mess up on a trick, then it's fine. All that'll happen is that I'll just slow down slightly. But I thought it'd be fine because it's like, oh, I'm at the end of the race, so it's whatever. I forgot that I'm playing a racing game. Well, I'm not playing a racing game. I'm playing a little racing minigame where tricking makes you die immediately. What the hell did you just say? What did the announcer just say? Did she just say that boost pad gave you a boost and then proceeded to say sorry like she was telling a joke? Because, sorry, that's not a joke, that's just a fact. She said that boost pad really gave him a boost, am I right? That's like if I said, wow, that elevator sure made you ascend vertically. Am I right? Stupid. Sorry, I don't know where that came from. That one line of dialogue really, really hurt me. Did I win? I wasn't keeping track of the position. Oh yeah, I won.
Nice
yeah,
work.
we get bolts.
You're the first Lombax to ever win a race. Come back anytime. They're always giving away cool prizes here. Perks to being sponsored by Gadgetron.
Cool. I like how all the races are actually different people in this game. They even have different names like Apollo Hicks, Chester St. Cloud, Victor Equinox, Griff Blastex, and Erwin Littleton. I wonder if any of those names are either references or innuendos. Or puns. Also, what's Ratchet's second name?
Of course, we probably have better things to do.
I don't know what Ratchet's second name is. Does he even have one? I guess he doesn't, because he's an orphan. Oh, there's more hazards now. I see. Yeah, I actually like the way they do the hoverboard races in this game more than the original. Like how they up the ante in each cup. And you get money for it. Also, this game is still quite the looker, I must say. Look at the rain effects on the track. The reflections. Like, that's a spicy meatball.
Just a reminder that viewers are not permitted on the course. Yes, we see you, and please put your shirt back on.
I say what?
What a trick! Are we looking at the next Skid McMarks here?
I'm in third. Whoa, that was close. This is like kind of like Sonic Racing Cross Worlds because I'm on a hoverboard, and I exclusively use a hoverboard in that game. Even though I've been told that competitively or hardcore Sonic Racing Cross Worlds players don't use hoverboards unless they're snaking, which I don't want to do because I think that's lame. Or at least not fun. I won! Yeah, all the other races look different. They're very obviously like alternate versions of the same character model, but they still look different. In the original, they all looked exactly the same. Yeah, I don't know if this game had a low budget, because this game is like dialed back in a lot of ways. It's missing a lot of the planets from the original game, and they simplify some stuff here and there. I don't know if this game is like got a low budget though. I think that's all just because it was rushed, because it had only like a year of development. Or something like that. Maybe more than that, I don't know. That's what I heard. It had a very small development cycle. So I don't know if it had a low budget though, because the stuff that is here, you know, it's pretty high quality. I don't know for sure, but I think if I hit one of the bombs, I'll die immediately. That's how it worked in the original. Whoops. Oh no, I'm fine. I'm still alive. I can tank that. Did you just say gnarly? We should bring that word back, I think. Oh, she was about to say the dumb boost line again, but she interrupted herself. Wise. I went right into that. Whoops. I like that hitting the crates gives you extra boost energy. That's actually really cool. The original didn't do that. The original had crates on the track, but they just, you know, they're just crates that get you money like always. I like how they actually serve a purpose in the race.
Holy wowzers, you're like amazing. You should think about
You're
going
like,
pro.
you're like gnarly. You're like the bee's knees. You're the gnarliest Lombax to ever win, ever. And the only one, which is why you are the gnarliest. Oh, we got a card for the Rhino 2. The sequel-dequel. Congrats, you collected your first Rhino card. Switch between your normal cards and your Rhino cards. Unlike normal cards, you cannot trade for Rhino cards, and they do not give you any bonuses for completing sets. So they're like awful. But collect all 3 Rhino sets and you can trade them for the real Rhino. Good luck. Cool, the Rhino 2. Rhino 2 does not upgrade because it's too powerful already. Manufacturer, Gadgetron, class rocket launcher, first appearance, Ratchet Clank going commando. Or Ratchet Clank locked and loaded, as I call it. I like that they got their info correct about this one. First of all, they say that it does not upgrade because it's already too powerful, which is accurate, I think, from the game. Also, they say the manufacturer is Gadgetron instead of Megacorp, which is accurate. I feel like a lot of people would assume the manufacturer is Megacorp because that's the main manufacturer in the second game. But you actually get it from like an abandoned Gadgetron store in that game. My headphones are making funny noises again. I need to get new headphones.
I could use someone like you. Come see me and let's talk business. I ain't saying where I am, but the sewers under this here city, yeah, they're pretty interesting, don't you think?
Look at the lighting here. What a nice looking game. You'd think a game that was almost a decade old would look kind of dated in some ways, but man. The PS4 era in general, like, holds up surprisingly well. Like, I almost feel like gaming has not hit its peak in terms of visuals, but there's only so much you can really improve on at this point. Anyway, I got 2 weapons. I got the Groovatron and the Pixelizer. The Pixelizer is the only weapon in this game that is new. All the other weapons in this game are taken from other games. But the Pixelizer is pretty cool. Come and buy a Pixelizer. So the Pixelizer... Actually, this weapon is like... goes with my name. I only just clocked that. Because I am also a pixel. And this is the Pixelizer. It's a gun that turns you into me. So that means it is the most fearsome weapon in the galaxy. Yes. Like, man, what a fate. No, what it actually does, it just turns enemies into pixels, as in the literal pixels. It's pretty cool, actually. Every enemy has, like, a pixel variant. As for the Groovatron, it does this. So it is the best weapon in the game. Okay, into the sewers. I think this is the the horrifying, like, rising water segment that gave me nightmares as a child. From playing the original, that is. Significantly less frightening in this version. So also we use our Hydro Displacer. I'm not gonna lie, the Hydro Displacer as a gadget, it's kind of lame when you think about it. Like, the Hydro Displacer, it allows you to take water from one place, and you can put it in another place. Like, ooh, like, whoa, calm down. Like, that's pretty crazy. I can't handle something so epic, you know. Sorry, I don't mean to be a jerk about it. it's I don't know. Compared to all the other gadgets in both the original game and this one, it's like the most... It's the most, like, wow. I mean, Ratchet, Ratchet himself basically has the same reaction when he gets it in the original game. He's like, wow, cool. This is great. And then Clank is like, it allows you to move water, and Ratchet's like, oh yeah, yeah. So, by design, this weapon is lame. But you need it to solve water puzzles. And who doesn't love some good old-fashioned water puzzles? I know I do. They actually brought back the pixelizer in Ratchet & Clank Rift Apart. Because it's like the coolest weapon in the game. And it's the only weapon in this game that's actually new. So nice to give it some extra spotlight. Okay, here we go. So in the original game, once you touch this button, the water rises and you gotta run for your life before you drown. And it's basically the same in this game, but because this game has much tighter controls, it's not nearly as nerve-wracking. In the original game, I literally got nightmares. I got drowning nightmares.
Oh boy. I believe we should run now.
It's cool that they did bring this bit back, because it's kind of iconic. I'm pixelizing everyone. Oh my god, I might actually die. Because I've been trying to fight the enemies. Oh, but I've got the Hydro Pack, so it actually makes this way easier. In the original game, you don't have the Hydro Pack, you just have to swim on your own. Which is significantly slower. Because you have the Hydro Pack in this one, it's actually... It's actually like... We've no problem. You swim fast. Although your breath does run out kind of quickly in this version, so I don't know. I live.
That was close.
Triumphant music. I'm just gonna break these. The sound effect that they've got for the exploding crates sounds almost dead on to the way it sounds in the original. Maybe just higher quality. Okay, moving on.
This place looks like bad news.
Oh, we're in like the sketchy part of town. I'm pretty sure in the original game, this area was for the trailer that Captain Quark was in, and then you have to like pay the bouncer to let you in. Yet another time where the game is shaking you down for your money. But obviously that's not a thing here. The story is too different for that to be the case. Is this...
Hey, pal. You got any of them Rhino hollow
You just kind of
cards?
look like Skid, but slightly different.
Only the most powerful super weapon in the galaxy, Chief. Stands for Rip You a New One. See, the Gadgetron guys, they knew the plans would be too dangerous to leave in any one location. So they split them up and printed them on a bunch of hollow cards. Me and my associates would
You put them
very
on
much like to
trading
acquire these
cards.
hollow cards, and thus the full plan.
And let me guess, if we give you all the hollow cards, you'll build us the weapon.
That is correct, my industrious friend.
And we can kill stuff good.
Take this trespasser.
He gives us the trespasser in this one.
Of said merchandise.
There's a lot about this game I've forgotten. Yeah, the trespasser, another gadget from the original. It basically just allows you to hack. It gives you elite hacking skills. It's this game's hacking gadget. Lots of Ratchet and Clank games have them. They actually stopped doing that after a while, actually. I think, like, Tools of Destruction had a hacking minigame, and then I don't think they really did it again after that. Until this game, I think. They might have had something in other games, I don't recall. The hacking gadget stopped being, like, a staple. But, you know, the only reason this game has it is because the original game had it. I think the hacking minigame is actually, like, the same. Some of the puzzles might be the same as well. So I should be an expert pro. Oh yeah, the goal is to power the ports on the exterior of the lock with lasers. Rotate the stuff. Oh, the voice is telling me. So yeah, it's the same. Except this looks way more high-tech. And like futuristic. In the original, that's something in general. Like in the original Ratchet and Clank, it was like future tech, but it was like primitive future tech. Like all the tech was like kind of beat up looking. Oh, we got the Rhino 1 card. The original, not as memorable as the sequel. Rhino. This weapon was designed in a dark room in the basement of Gadgetron. The Galactic Council of Overpowered Weapons declared it too dangerous for public use, and had the plan sealed in a box, then locked inside a larger box, and covered with duct tape, and then they smashed it with a hammer. Then tossed in the ocean. Are you telling me that you didn't find the exact Rhino card that you were looking for in the room next to you? I don't know if I want this guy building me a weapon of mass destruction, but who else is gonna? No one else is lining up to do it. Better than if I tried. Okay, did I do everything I need to do here? Oh, collect all the Rhino cards. Yeah, okay.
Where should we go? There are still parts of Nebula G34 that we must investigate.
We haven't been to Nebula G34 at all yet, so let's do that. I think this is where we get our first proper Clank segment. That isn't just a chase. With proper puzzly stuff. I usually dread this bit in the original because playing as Clank in the original is super boring. Like, I appreciate the variety in gameplay, but it's pretty boring.
Captain, come in. Clank and I are in position and ready to commence Operation Falling Star.
Copy that. You're clear to move in. I'll monitor your position from here.
But yeah, playing as Clank in this game is, like, pretty good. Pretty good. Not bad, not bad. I don't think this game has the Gadgetbots, which is probably for the best. Okay, which way do we go?
Perhaps the trespasser will be useful here.
Does this lead to, like, the exploding warships bit? Oh yeah, this is like the original.
We are headed to a shuttle to designed for transporting Drek's high-value.
It's been so long since I played this game that seeing like the differences and similarities to the original is really fascinating. Because I probably didn't care all that much when I played this game when I was younger. But these days, because I have a bit more of a game design enthusiast brain, I'm finding it really interesting. So yeah, this bit is also in the original game. It's cool. Except it's, again, much like the water segment, it's probably not as difficult or stressful. I'm pretty sure this had amoeboids in the original. Where are them amoeboids? Oh, these enemies do the same fire attack. That's really easy to avoid. It's funny, in the original game, when you get to this this area, you're able to purchase the Taunter, which is a really crappy weapon that doesn't even do damage. It essentially it taunts enemies to make them notice you and attack you, which is and it's only ever really required for one golden bolt. Other than that, you never need to use it. And it's not and like the tutorial is like, oh, try it out on these enemies to avoid their attacks easier. And I'm like, or I could blow them up instead, and you stop telling me what to do. Yeah, this game does not have the Taunter, so hey, that's a positive. But if you ever play the original Ratchet and Clank, don't waste your money on the Taunter. It is pointless. Well, it's not pointless entirely, but it's not helpful. Oh, did they just give you a weapon? Pick up the Predator.
Unauthorized weapon removal detected.
Uh-oh.
Self-destruct sequence.
Okay, so picking up the Predator launcher, I think this is from Tools of Destruction. Picking up the Predator launcher activates the self-destruct sequence. In the original game, it was a giant red glowing button.
Ratchet, we must keep moving.
Interesting that they just straight up just give you a free weapon. I mean, these games do that sometimes, but it's a very random case. I guess in the original game they give you the suck cannon for free. You get a free cannon for suck. Yeah, all you get out of that, for that you get the Predator launcher. In the original you get an info bot, which is like vital. That was kind of optional.
We got a little distracted. We're on it.
I've got some raritanium, and I can use it on my nifty little I don't know. Should I use it on my Predator launcher? I guess so. The Predator. It's silly, don't you think? Did I just deploy a Groovatron? Whoops, my bad. I think this way leads to the Clank segment.
Prototypes outside this airlock.
Okay, bye Clank. Aw. Look at him, like, looking at him. Okay, we're Clank now. Also, we can't use the helipack, which is kind of sad. Clank has a double jump instead. But he can do this tornado spin. In the original game, all he could do was this and this. He could just do double punch, and that was all he could do. But now he can be like, wow. He also, I think he has a slam move as well, yeah. I mean, the whole point is that Clank is not a fighter. And they don't have you fight much with Clank anyway. The best Clank segments in the series, by far, that have not been topped yet, is from A Crack in Time, which is a game from 2009. Oh, hello, what's this?
What is that?
That was my question.
How fortuitous. It is a Gadgetbot upgrade chip.
Oh. Yeah, that was going to be my next guess.
My upgrade should allow me
Oh, these are Gadgetbots.
to reprogram these Gadgetbots.
How you doing out there, Clank?
I just picked up a new gadget.
Oh man, what'd you get? You know you have to share whatever you found.
I think I will save these for me.
Oh, that's a cute little
There is
interaction.
still a prototype device nearby. I will collect it for you.
Yeah, one thing about this game is that in the original Ratchet and Clank, Ratchet and Clank don't really become friends right away. Their friendship or their relationship is very dicey at first. Like at the beginning of that game, they're just kind of like they feel more like colleagues, or like they're just kind of like working with each other because it's convenient.
That was impressive.
You know, they just have a deal. And then during the second act of that game, they begin to hate each other. Or at least Ratchet hates Clank. Clank is really just tolerating Ratchet at that point. And then in the third act of that game is when they actually start to become real friends. And it's nice. In this game, they become friends basically right away. But, you know, movie runtime, you know, I suppose. Yeah, the plot of this game can't be too complicated. But what I was saying about Clank segments in A Crack in Time, they're easily the best. Not only is Clank just way more enjoyable to move around, he's a lot faster. He has like this triple jump, where he can kind of glide in the air and then use his helipack to boost him up a few times in the air, which is really fun. And then he also gets a proper weapon. He gets a big stick to hit stuff with. It's actually a staff, but effectively it's a stick with magical powers. And the best thing about the Clank segments, though, are the puzzles. The puzzles in A Crack in Time with Clank are great, because they're all about time travel. It's really cool. You can essentially... There are these time buttons that allow you to record your actions, and then you can play them back to essentially have time clones of Clank doing stuff while you go on to do other things. Like, if you need to hold down on a button to open a door, you can go on a time pad and then record yourself pressing the button, and then the door opens, and then you can play back that recording so your copy holds the button to open the door, and then you can walk through the door. Like, it's so smart, and they only get more interesting as they introduce extra copies and all sorts of shenanigans. It's so cool, and they've yet to top the time pad puzzles from Crack in Time. It's easily the best Clank segments have ever
I just
been.
located a pair of Magna boots. Returning to your position now.
Oh, we got the Magna boots. I'm pretty sure this is where you got the Hydro Displacer in the original. Wow, look at the skybox. Look at that planet. I really enjoyed A Crack in Time. Yeah, Crack in Time is one of my... Whoops, I might die. Crack in Time is one of my favorites. Like, I don't know in what order there would be, but my top 3 Ratchet and Clank games are Crack in Time, Rift Apart, and the Up Your Arsenal. I don't know which order exactly they would be. Like, I don't know what my number 1 is, really. But those 3 are the big 3. Those are the best ones for me. Crack in Time is well good. I haven't played it in a long time because I keep hoping for a port, but it's stuck on PS3. I think you can play them on PS5 through cloud streaming, but that's dumb, and I don't want to do that. I feel like playing the game that way would only harm my experience, because I don't want to deal with like the latency nonsense and lag and other bad things. So I'd just love a remaster. That was also something I was hoping from the Game Awards. I knew it was unlikely, but that's something I'm always hoping for. I'm always hoping for Ratchet and Clank ports. But no, no, we get a mobile game instead. Whatever. Is, you know, remastering their older Ratchet and Clank games really such a big ask? Like, I understand that maybe the older Ratchet and Clank games are difficult to port because of the way that they're originally made. Most of the Ratchet and Clank games were, like, rushed with crunch, and I think the result of that makes them difficult to port because of how they were made or something like that. I don't know. But still, it can't be impossible. Like, sometimes games are difficult to port, that doesn't mean they're impossible. Still think it's worth the trouble, because if they remastered their older Ratchet and Clank games in like a Kingdom Hearts 1.5, 2.5 collection kind of situation, I think that would sell. I think people would be into that. I'd be into that. And if people are smart, they will also be into that. Oh dear. Oh, this puzzle is not hard at all. There we go. I feel like that puzzle was harder in the original. Another Rhino card? Which one's this? The Rhino 3 from Ratchet and Clank 3. What's this one's description? Rhino 3 can be upgraded to the Rhinocerator. Unfortunately, it does not use dinosaurs as ammunition. Yes. Fun fact about the Rhino 3, is that when you fully upgrade it, it literally disintegrates people. Like, it fires lasers that explode and they turn into ash. Also, what's funny is that the Gadgetron help desk lady is like, wow, you are the sole possessor of the most powerful weapon in the universe. And then she goes on to say, all of our workers at Gadgetron are now terrified of you because you possess this weapon. And I'm like, that's cool. Love that. Okay, we've got a holo card pack. What we got? I love the trading cards. What did I get? Temporal Repulsor from Into the Nexus. A pretty solid Ratchet and Clank game. Temporal Repulsor, a shotgun-like weapon that knocks back enemies. It uses quantum energy to add even more stopping power to its deadly ammunition. And then we got the Predator Launcher. That's the weapon I just got. It's from Tools of Destruction. This weapon uses laser-guided lasers. I'm sorry? It uses laser-guided lasers. As opposed to non-laser-guided lasers. Alright. It uses lasers to guide the lasers. No, I get it, I get it. To lock onto multiple targets for maximum destruction can be upgraded to fire sticky napalm missiles. Cool. The music in this planet in the original game is real funky. Significantly less funky in this game. I almost died. I can never die. I'm gonna the game's falling a little bit. Darn, I want dino ammunition. Oh, give it time. I'm sure there will be a dinosaur launching weapon at some point, if there isn't already. I'm sure something similar to that has to exist. Like, some of the weapons in these games can be absurd. I don't think a dinosaur launcher is off the table. I mean, there is a weapon in A Crack in Time that summons a black hole where a giant tentacle monster comes out and kills people. So, you know, nothing's... You know, the sky's the limit, really. Groovatron, activate. These things were really terrifying in the original game. Less so now. Okay, I got another card. The warship. The warship is the pride of the Blagian fleet. Not only is it the most powerful warship in the galaxy, but it was also built to convert into a luxury hotel in times when the Blag are not at war. But that never happens, which is a pity, because there is a lot of exfoliating soaps and lavender shampoos going unused. That's cool. See, we're learning stuff. We should have, you know, pocketed some of that shampoo while we were there. I love the pixelizer. I know I have a bias because it has my name in it, but it is also just a cool weapon. It also makes bleepy bloopy video game noises. I got another card. Oh, hello, Speak of the Devil. We got the pixelizer. What does it say? This close-range arm cannon, also it's like Mega Man, fires a burst of energy that blasts enemies back in time. A time when resolutions were lower and televisions often came with big wooden cabinets. It's a digital manipulator. Oh my god, they're doing the leg thing when they dance. The leg thing. The leg thing trademark. Come down here and fight me. They've got giant glowy eyes. I forgot I have the helipack. I haven't been using it much. This game doesn't really incentivize its use as much as the original. Still nice to have though. Oh, how shall I kill you today? How about I just pixelize them all? It's like taking a picture. I got all sorts of crazy stuff in here. I got cards, I got bolts. I got a bunch. Ah, unlocks the Omega variant of the Magma Buster for purchase in challenge mode. Wow, that does not help me at all now. The blaster, the classic blaster from the original. Never embark on an intergalactic adventure without your trusty ion blaster or your toothbrush, but if you have to choose, go with the blaster. That sounds like solid advice to me. I also really like the blaster in the original game because of the sound it makes. It's like... I can't even make the sound with my mouth. It's like... or something like that. It's like as you shoot. It's got a... I can't really replicate it with my mouth, but it's a good sound. I like it. Let's see. I got some more cheats. I got some more extras with my golden bolts. We can increase the game speed to slow. It's not that slow. I thought it would be really absurd. We got... Did we get any more screen filters? We got bleached. Okay, so it's like... It's more serious looking. We've got cross process. Ooh. Weird. None of these are too crazy. They're just regular sort of camera filters, really. Okay, bolt style, metal currency. There are no bolts around. Hold on. I couldn't get a good look at what those looked like. They're like weird little coins. And they make different sounds too. Switch that to normal. And then head mask. I've got Quarkbot. That's terrifying. And we got the Snaggle Beast. Whoops. It's also terrifying. Also, it's a spoiler. Whoops, I keep firing my gun.
I've recently learned that a few of you have been sneaking into our restricted area to feed subject 857P Echo. This is a friendly reminder that 857P Echo is not a pet, and should you be caught feeding it, its next meal will be you.
Hey, my pixelizer's more pixely. I haven't been dying all that much since the beginning of the game. I've gotten into the groove now. Okay, I've got a lot of rare Ratanium. Let's see. Predator Launcher, Pixelizer. Let's do some Pixelizer stuff. Health Genie. The instruction manual for this banned mod claims that it exploits a glitch to occasionally spawn health pickups whenever enemies are defeated. Whatever that means. That sounds cool. That's a pretty handy glitch. I'm not usually a fan of glitches, but I'll take it. Bogo Plasma. Combustor ammo stored in ammo crates comes with twice as many shots. Okay, let's unlock this thing. Oh yeah, they give you an option to auto-hack, so if you don't want to do the puzzle, you can just skip it. Which the original game did not allow you to do. Because games used to be more tough back then. If you don't know how to do the puzzle, then get good. But in this game, it's like, no, you do it if you want. I think you get bolts if you do it legit, though, so... Oh, that's right, they moved the Snaggle Beast fight here.
Attention intruder. You have entered the testing facility for a Blargian Snaggle Beast. Chairman Alonzo...
This fight was originally at Quark's headquarters, which is not a place in this game.
Did you know Drek's secret project was a Blargian Snaggle Beast?
It is. I wonder why it wasn't in any of my intel. I was expecting something much less lethal. Don't worry. Just relax and remember what I taught you.
What did you teach me, Captain?
Okay, we're gonna do this fight now. You didn't even actually properly... Well, I guess you did fight it in the original, but you had to trick it into falling into the lava. In this game, I think it's just more of a no-nonsense kill it. Hit the thing until it dies. Oh, there's my Groovatron. Oh, I'm noticing that I get XP every time I hit him, so I don't have to defeat enemies to get XP. Some Ratchet Clank games do it differently. Some games make it so that you only get XP when you defeat an enemy, some make it so that you get it when you attack an enemy. This game does the latter. Which I prefer, because it makes the bullet sponges a bit more bearable. Let's see, let's keep using my Predator Launcher. Needs to catch up with my other weapons. Whoops. I hit my booty. Man, the effects of the lava in this game are quite lovely. Look like the ripply screen effect. The heat. Well, let's get groovy. Also, let's open up another card. Kronk! A veteran warbot who, along with his fellow warbot Zephyr, swore to protect Tau and Apogee from tools of destruction. Whoop-de-doo, let's go. Let's see, what weapon to use? Let's use the Pixelizer more. It only does 1% of damage each shot. Oh, I might be dying. I keep thinking I'm playing Rift Apart and I can like do a dash. I can phantom dash. But that is very not a thing in this game. Whoa, careful. Okay, let's see. Zircon. Everything's level 3. I'll use Combustor then.
Initiate cranial implant. Subject appears to have a fondness for falling into lava.
It has a fondness for falling into lava?
We can add a few IQ points to this dim.
Get my Groovatron going. This is going well. Oh, never mind, I'm dying. It's because there's lava spewing out of the floor. Reminder that I'm playing in hard mode, so if I die, then that'd be why. It's definitely not because I'm bad or anything. That's not possible. That's not a thing. That's a made up concept. My Zircon will probably level up in a bit. Whoops. I keep getting hit by the floor. I need health. Why did the health have to fall down over there? Die, 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 die. There we go. Who's a good snaggle beast?
Please, don't hurt me.
Tell us what you, hang on.
Tell us what you know about Drek's plan.
Whoa. Thanks. Yeah, what he said.
I can give you this info bot.
You watch this one, pal. I'm just gonna take 5.
I think the info bots are adorable. They're like little laptops in this one, though.
If you're watching this infobot, you've been selected for the
I forgot that this is what Dr. Nefarious looks like in this game.
Though initial testing had a few small setbacks, I'm happy to report that I worked out all of the keys.
Because he's not a robot in this one. Because this is like an alternate version of his origin.
Giving you an advantage over those morons on the ground. The XK-81 jetpack. Come pick yours up at our base on Gaspar.
Dr. Nefarious is not responsible for death, dismemberment, or irreparable...
Surprisingly, the jetpack is compatible with Clank.
Captain, it's Ratchet. We just defeated the Snaggle Beast and found out what Drek is up to.
You did? But that's impressive.
Thank you. I'm dying currently. Ooh. Mini bolts for me. Another holocard pack. Rusty Pete. That completes the robot set. Former scallywag, now successful restaurateur. Oh, I didn't know that. Currently developing a business plan to take advantage of the new double-fried chocolate-dipped bagel craze. From Tools of Destruction. Rusty Pete is in Rift Apart, briefly. I didn't know his job was whatever it was, I already forgot.
Hey, I bet the Rangers could use jetpacks. Should we head to Gaspar and see if we can get some?
I've always wanted one of those. If you can get one, Alaris can build a few more for the Rangers. I hereby assign you the not at all deadly mission of acquiring one jetpack. Captain Cork must fly like a bird.
Okay, we're getting jetpacks. I think that's everything we need to do here. I've just been doing all the objectives as I've been going. We've got to get the Rhino Holo cards, but we can't do that. So. Oh, I forgot. I think Gaspar in this game, they extended instead of made it smaller like they usually do in this game. They made it a crystal field, as I like to say. Also, this planet apparently doesn't have breathable air anymore. Because Ratchet's wearing his helmet. In the original, that wasn't a problem. So, I don't know. Weird. Maybe it's because Orxon isn't in... Wait, is Orxon in this game? I don't remember. Probably for the best if it isn't. Holy crap, this game looks beautiful. I mean, looking at this, this is like, whoa. This game is like 9 years old, give or take. It's crazy good.
Alright, let's go find you a new jetpack.
Anyway, I think this is where I'm going to wrap it up for today, though. So we can start next time and we can explore Planet Gaspar and get a jetpack and spend way too long finding crystals or whatever this game wants me to get. So yeah, I'm gonna call it there for today. My voice is starting to tire. But thank you very much for joining me on this very chill Ratchet & Clank stream. I do love me some Ratchet & Clank. Admittedly, this game's sound mixing is weird, which makes it a little bit difficult to stream, so I've had the volume relatively quiet this whole time, because the cutscenes are so incredibly loud, and there's no way for me to adjust that, so... maybe I can figure out a better way, like add some kind of volume limiter onto the stream, which might help, but it's also like a lot of hassle for one game. Can't the game just have good sound optimization? Is that so hard? But anyway, I've had a lot of fun just casually playing this and talking about Ratchet & Clank and whatever random thought pops into my noggin. And I'd be more than happy to continue playing this next time. Well, not next time, but, you know, next Sunday. Because I'm just going to play this on Sundays for the time being. Yeah, thanks again for watching. If you're watching this on the VOD, on YouTube perhaps, then thank you. Thanks to you. Also, I'll be streaming next on probably Friday, but I might on Wednesday, for some more Tomb Raider. Might be the finale for Tomb Raider, I'm not sure. It depends. I'm pretty slow, so we'll have to see. Yeah, Tomb Raider next time, and then I'll be playing more of this on Sundays, so join me for that if you'd like. It'd be cool if I could finish this game before the end of the year. I don't know if I can do that, though. I don't know how far into the game I am. A little ways. This game isn't that long, so... yeah, I guess I'll end it here for today. So, with all that being said, I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day. Stay safe, and I hope to see you all again very soon. Take care. Bye-bye.